good. What up, San Antonio Spurs fans? Charlotte Hornets fans, I forgot we were playing for a moment there. Welcome to TSR Sports. We're doing a live play-by-play reaction, and a lot of people are asking in the chat already. Wemby is out because load management, minutes restriction. I don't know. I think a lot of us are frustrated with this whole situation with Wemby playing limited minutes, playing limited games. Some people have commented today on the video I did earlier for our channel that they were going to see excited to see Wemby in Charlotte, and then the bomb got dropped that he ain't playing tonight. So that sucks. But welcome, Mr. OG, Elijah, Jesse, Spur of the Moment, whoever else is in the chat. Appreciate you being here. You know the deal. Spike the like, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, da-da-da-da. It does help the channel. Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go! Tracy, good evening to you. Starbast, and no Wemby, no one. Well, but the Hornets are not good. So we have a chance. And with Wemby against the Wizards tomorrow, we definitely should win that game. The Wizards... Actually, we're battling for the second worst team in the NBA, and some Spurs fans might say, but TSR, if we move up a spot and we're the third worst team, that's terrible. Well, use your memory. The Spurs were officially the third worst team when they won the first overall pick last year to get Wemby. And when they drafted Tim Duncan, they were the third worst team in the NBA. So being the third worst team in the NBA is actually good for us. So you don't want to tank and be the worst team. You don't want to be the second worst team. Number 3 is where we want to be, but that's when we got them right where we want them. Freed says, Charlotte sucks. We got this, y'all. Yeah, but Freed, we suck too. I'm a Spurs fan. I love our guys, but our team is not very, very good this year. It's been tough to watch at times. They've been playing better. Now, granted, it's the Celtics game did not go well, but we also have to remember who our opponent was. It's one of the best teams in the NBA. I think they still might have the best record in the NBA, so I take that one a grain of salt, but overall the Spurs have been playing better. And they do have a chance tonight, as long as the Hornets aren't hitting their shots. And LaMelo Ball has been increasing his minutes for each game since he's been back, so keep an eye on him. Victor was entitled to 1 game out of 2. He chose the one against his former teammate, Bilal. I forgot they drafted him, Pat. All right. I wonder if Zach Collins is going to start tonight. Wemby out tonight, sprained ankle and pregame warm. It's December 23rd. That's a month ago now. Sens has not played more than 27 minutes a game, has not played in both games of a back-to-back. The Spurs are 0-5 this season without Wemby. I didn't realize we were winless, but I should have known that. Jamie Durham, good evening to you. I love your video about TNT guys and hit the nail on the head about Wemby being rookie there. Thank you, Spur of the Moment. Miss TSR, who's here over there, actually is the one that inspired me to do that video. Gosh, I can't not see a pineapple.
Really, I know. Now that he said it, I can't unsee it.
Nuggets or Celtics? Ooh. He's still, I just kind of explained it from what we saw on the live game cast. Still out because of the ankle injury a month ago. The Spurs are being really, really cautious with this. I think they're getting borderline too cautious. Noya Sparks, good evening to you. Let's go, Wemby. Man, Nuggets or Celtics? Jacob, that's a straight up pick 'em. Is it in Denver or Boston? Because the Celtics are undefeated at home. So I'll just go this. Here's my pick for that game. If it's in Denver, the Nuggets win. If it's in Boston, the Celtics win. There you go. Nice, Jacob. I hope you get tickets to the game. It's in Boston. All right, Celtics. I just can't pick against the Celtics at home yet. It's your boy, Rico. Can we fire Pop already? Don't forget, the minutes restriction, I don't like it. It's not his call. It's the medical staff, so we'd have to fire the medical staff. And yes, Fletcher says he is sitting again. Old mate, good evening to you. All these Wemby.
What is he wearing?
Who?
Wemby.
Oh, I don't know. Hopefully nothing ugly. Wemby sitting got me feeling like this, Spurs fans. That's right, getting Chuck Norris in the face. No more hot takes. We're getting the third pick. Militano, you're just coming in. I just mentioned being the third worst team overall has been good to us lately. We're the third worst team when we drafted Wemby, and the third worst team when we drafted Tim Duncan. Being the third worst team is good for us. The Wizards are probably going to... The Pistons aren't going anywhere. They're going to be the worst team in the league no matter what, barring a miracle. The Wizards will probably fall into second worst team, and we'll be third worst. Just where we want to be. I hope my Cavs play Magic or Heat in April. Are you talking about like the playoffs? I know, you got to win a game first. James, good evening to you. TSR, tell Miss TSR it's snowing in Cleveland, and I'm trying to stay warm.
It was snowing here earlier today.
Well, we know why Kawhi Leonard was complaining the staff sucked. I don't know. Well, it might all be the same staff members. Yeah, no comment. Because Wemby isn't allowed to play back-to-back games, he requested to sit out tonight. So yes, I saw that earlier. Somebody mentioned that, Phil, that he can play against his former teammate.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, they may have approached him and said,
I like that.
which game do you want to play in? And I'm sure Charlotte Hornets fans are very disappointed, as you should be. Anybody that was going to go to the game in Charlotte, maybe you changed your mind, or you're going there and you're just depressed. Whatever it may be, I totally get Wemby wanting to play against his former teammate. So that is cool. We don't deserve a top pick with what we are doing. No bias, but we are bad for NBA basketball. Wow. You know what's bad for NBA basketball right now, Flexor Assist? NBA basketball. With all the three-point shooting.
Oh.
With the no defense. With star players playing 70 games or less a year now. I think I saw somebody post on the Spurs Facebook group. Joel Embiid said something like he was upset that he can't win the MVP if he plays less than 65 games. Maybe you should focus on playing more than 65 games first and not worry about the MVP. No, Wemby, but I'm still here for the Team TSR family. Hope everybody is healthy. Doing well, Montana. Hope you're doing good, too. Had a great day at your boy Rico. Miss TSR just heard the full completed version of Wemby in the Name of.
Oh, it sounds so good, you guys.
She's not a metal fan.
It sounds so good, though.
So the fact that she likes it, I have high hopes for the song. I'm hoping to shoot the music video. That's the one thing that's tough with making music is the creation process of the music is fun and engaging, and then hearing the song completed, it's like, oh wow, I can't believe I put all this together. And then the music video part's like, I gotta make a music video. What do I do? I have some ideas. The song is just under 5 minutes long, so I'm gonna have to put some stuff in the music video because most of my songs are generally short in the 2.5 to 3 minute range, so this is definitely longer than normal. Purpose tagging is bad for the sport. Well, then the Detroit Pistons should not be in the NBA anymore because they've been doing it for like a decade. This stream should get double thumbs up because of Barry.
Yes, Bear is enjoying it very much so far.
Phil, let me just say this. Every stream should get triple thumbs up because of Baby Coyote. Little Baby Coyote. Boop. Hey, Rich, if you ever start doing future draft assessments, looking at Cody Williams, OKC, Jalen. I didn't realize Jalen Williams was having as a good of a year as he is until I did the video this morning about Wemby and Chet, the Rookie of the Year picks by the Inside the NBA crew, which hopefully in the future we might be doing more Inside the NBA. Miss TSR absolutely loves Shaqtin' a Fool.
Oh, it's my favorite.
I think it almost puts her in tears. I might put her in tears. I don't know.
There's a couple of times I've
cried. So maybe not this season, but the following season, October-ish, when Shaqtin' a Fool restarts, maybe she'll join us, and maybe we'll do some reactions to Shaqtin' a Fool in the future.
I love Shaqtin' a Fool.
Victor Wembanyama jersey in the mail. You got oh nice. You got a Wemby jersey. Awesome, Miltano. Keith, my prediction for today's game. Give me a fool.
What kind of music do you play?
I did check out Three Beard song. He's not in the chat right now, or checked out his channel, and I did like the main song. The doot 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 doot.
Yeah.
There's a cute song. And did you listen to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did.
Daniel Berry, good evening to you. Militano on YouTube, give me a rating 1 to 10. Oh, is your music actually on your channel? Do you have a channel? It's good to see Brandon Miller playing after that game. Oh, that was against us, wasn't it? That was against Calvin Johnson. Yes, that's right. Pistons are trying, Katie. To be fair, man, Pistons are trying. Oh, to be fair, the Pistons are trying. Hey, Kills, good evening. Jared, good evening to you. Spurs versus the Hornets. No Wemby. Zach Collins is back tonight. And,
does that matter?
No. I'm rooting for Zach. He's not a good defensive center. He has moments where he looks like he can really get it done on the offensive side of things. The Spurs extended him for 2 years at $17.5 million a year, so I gotta hope he doesn't suck. I mean, what the heck?
I mean, you always hope your players don't suck. I just don't feel like we haven't noticed a distinct difference in the team's play without him.
Rich, you should show my CSR the song that my band made in Iraq. You listened to it back in 2019 and said you liked it. Is that on your channel, Phil? I'm sorry, the Alien?
Oh, I'll have to check that out.
It's not on
Hey,
there.
Jared.
I was on your band's page. I'm thinking. Me thinking.
Those commercials are great, aren't they? I made TSR watch a bunch of them 2 weeks ago.
Everybody knows my name is Rich.
All right. Well, so we were hanging out and we watched like years of the HEB commercials. They're so good.
Oh yeah, Trey Jones, Devin Vassell, Julian Champagny, Jeremy Sohan, Zach Collins. Welcome back on the starting lineup. She actually turned out she ended up liking Kawhi Leonard.
Love him so much.
Not because of the off the court shenanigans with the Spurs, but she really liked what he brought in the Spurs commercials. And I hadn't seen some of them, or actually there was quite a few of them I missed. Yes, he's very good in the HEB commercials. Very good at playing a dum-dum.
Zach got a haircut.
Zach Collins did?
Yeah.
LaMelo Ball, Terry Rozier, Brandon Miller, Jeremy Sohan, and PJ Washington. Jeremy Sohan starting for the Hornets tonight. Did you see that?
I saw that. I think somebody done messed up.
What the hell? All right, Phil. Card Vibe, good evening. They have Jeremy Sohan on the Hornets.
That was really funny, actually. I don't know, then he's definitely wearing the wrong uniform if he's playing for the Hornets tonight.
Players are on the court, and away we go. Spurs win the jump ball. I think somebody asked you a question. Oh, Jared was asking when you're going to be on camera. We kind of just answered that.
I don't know. At some point, but not yet.
She's waiting until she
Look, he definitely got a haircut.
dyes her hair. Yeah, he's got it shorter. Did he look less
It looks better.
scrubby?
A lot better. And did you see Sohan has purple sneakers?
Does he have purple hair?
No, but
then I don't
that
care.
would be awesome.
Raphael, good evening to you. Cameron, good evening. Kerm, good evening. Spurs, by the way, you turned the ball over already because that's what we do. We can beat the Hornets, damn it. In all seriousness, we can beat the Hornets. Well, Brandon Miller, it's a 3 to start us off. Guess his head's okay. How'd he go, Spurs, to you? Vassell thinks about it, 3, pulls it down, gets it to Zach Collins. Collins, welcome back from injury. Behind the backdoor pass right to the Hornets. Ball will bring it up for Charlotte. They get it to Rozier in the paint. His jumper is good. It's 5-0. They are saving Wemby for the back-to-back, Jared, and he's choosing to play tomorrow because his former teammate is on the Wizards from France. Colabelli? I don't know if I'm saying it right. And now turnover again by the Spurs. We're not going to win the game. We keep playing like this.
No.
Not a good start. Ball into the paint, drops it off, and an easy layup for PJ Washington. Pops call a timeout.
Well, that was quick.
Bear, I don't think you're drinking enough water. Why don't you have a little bit more, buddy?
He's going to empty that entire thing. Probably going to have to go refill it.
We're going to have a huge pee later. Yeah, just saying. Timeout Spurs, down 7-0. Jared, you going to what game tomorrow? Are you going to the Wizards and Spurs? These are what's up. Nakano, good evening. 3 turnovers in 2 minutes. Yep.
Yep.
Oh, my clock is still running. Shoot. 10:39. I just ran 27. So, actually, it's 3 turnovers in a minute and a half. What the hell? Come on, computer. Why are you being stupid? Or I'm being stupid. There we go. 10:39. And the Spurs already have 3 turnovers. I see a victory tonight in my crystal ball. And 26 points from Victor, who will sneak in without saying anything in the last 30 seconds of the game. 26 points in the last 30 seconds. That is pretty darn impressive. Zach, good evening to you. Going to Kansas versus West Virginia University game tomorrow. All right. Good luck.
Who you rooting for, Zach?
Tsunami first half under 117. Should be.
Phil, I'm pretty sure it's going to be Bear. I have a sneaking suspicion that when I leave him with Rich for 2 weeks, he'll appear on camera.
Yeah, I might actually.
I have a sneaking suspicion.
My thought process is to invite him up on the couch while I'm streaming, just have him sit right here. Or he'll probably be laying down.
The problem is if he tries to get off the couch while you're...
Wait, is that actually my cousin in the chat? My cousin's husband.
Wait.
Mike, is that really you? It's gotta be. That's the name, and actually, it's a picture too. What in the what? I didn't know you're on the U. How you doing?
Wait.
I have a family member in the chat.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
What's up, cuz? Long time no see on YouTube. Yeah, that's totally him. Did not expect that. How you doing, man?
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm gonna introduce you to Selena Gomez, Baby Coyote, and the girlfriend, Miss TSR, over on the floor. Ron, a good evening to you. Well, good
okay,
evening, Don. Yeah, there's no doubt that's real because that's he's naming naming my family member. Okay.
That's fun.
Cowboy X Factor, good evening to you. The whole family's tuning in.
Oh, that's awesome.
Is this your first time checking out the channel? This is what I do. It is Spurs. Well, that Collins going to drive in the paint. Throws it up and off the glass. No good. Follow-up is good, and the Spurs are on the board with 2.
About time.
Adrian, it's not Wemby's call that he can't play, man. It's he wants to play. It's the team that is keeping him out. Turnover for the Hornets. Spurs have a fast break. They have a 3-on-1. Get it to Trey Jones. Trey Jones in the paint. Throws up the layup, and the Spurs are on a 4-0 run. Don't look now, but here we come. Channel rename for 2 weeks will be Bear Sports with special guest Rich. No, it won't. I'm not changing the name of the channel, Phil. That would be a YouTube catastrophe. And another turnover for the Hornets. Julian Champagny with the interception gets it over to Jeremy Sohan. Sohan flies in the paint, spins around, throws it to the layup, and the Spurs are on a 6-0 run. All right.
To be fair, Phil, I'm not sure when I come back, my dog will come home with me.
He will leave happily.
Oh, 2 weeks with you? I think he's going to be like, lady, where do you think we're going?
What kind of defense was that? LaMelo Ball just walks up the paint, nobody's there, and throws up a layup. The whole Spurs defense parted like the Red Sea.
None, sweetheart. It's called none.
Yeah, well, I could have scored there. That is saying something. If I can score, Devin South Ball drives in the paint, throws up the layup, and no good. Missed at the rim. X Factor, well, thanks. This 3-point attempt is going to be good. PJ Washington drains the 3, and the Hornets have doubled up on the Spurs, 12-6. I don't feel bad for the Brooklyn Nets. I'm not a Nets fan, though, either. The Spurs have not taken a 3-pointer yet tonight. The Hornets are 2 of 2. Vassell in the paint.
All right, that justifies the jersey.
Miss TSR is wearing her Devin Vassell jersey, and only her Devin Vassell jersey. That's not true. It's way too. It's winter here in New England.
I did the first game.
I wasn't okay.
It was cold, but I did.
It's a factual statement. If the channel gets renamed, it should be the Ricky Lombardo Ron Jambo show. So you haven't actually seen Ricky Lombardo or Ron Jambo, have you?
I feel like you may have shown me.
I don't think I have.
Well, I guess we know what we're doing tomorrow.
I don't know if I have any footage left of them.
Really?
Yeah.
You must have something somewhere.
Miles Bridges for 3. They were pretty controversial. Ron Jambo was a very sarcastic, pompous jerk covering sports. And then Ricky Lombardo was an angry New York Giants fan. And the Spurs lose it out of bounds. That's going to be Charlotte Ball.
John Liu, we're going to hope for good news for you.
Yeah, good news. Did the rest of the NBA attend a 3-point shooting clinic and not invite the Spurs? Oh.
You know who would lead that clinic?
Jordan Hawkins?
My boy Jordan Hawkins.
Get out of here. Ball to be knocked out of bounds. It will stay with Charlotte, 15-8.
You know, Cowboy X Factor, that's a really good question, especially when they're both not playing awesome.
Graham is in the chat.
Wait, Graham?
No, not my friend Graham from Virginia. This is, I believe, my cousin's son, Graham.
Awesome! Isn't a whole family affair tonight.
Brandon Miller just hit a 3, and the Spurs are down 18-8. So, for those that don't know, and since my family's in the chat, this channel started in April. Champagne for 3. Turning off the Suckmobile because he's usually been pretty awful. This channel started in April 2019. It's primarily a San Antonio Spurs channel. The team has been bad every year since the channel started. So people joke that the curse started with TSR Sports. Turnover 4, Charlotte. That's going to change soon. The Spurs are not going to be bad this long with Wemby in there. You know, it's not in there right now. Jeremy out to Vassell for an open 3.
Oh.
Man, his 3-point shot's still off. Did I have a Ricky Lombardo earlier? Did I? Oh, I did. John Lou eventually should be on channel. Sohan with the block. Nice defense, Jeremy. Jeremy brings up the court for the Spurs. Drops it off to Vassell. Vassell's going to take off. Out to Champagne. Wide open for 3. He sucks. I'm sorry.
He's booting, so I can't say anything.
I just don't think he should be starting. I'm not rooting against the dude.
No, I think you're right. He's a bench player.
He's totally a bench player. That's a turnover by the Hornets. They throw it out of bounds. 6.5 minutes to go. We got the whole family chat. This is awesome.
It's really cool. It's awesome of you guys to show up.
Rich, my licenses should be official in a few weeks, and I'll officially be Dr. Phil, LPC, LCDC, NCC. What? And Elemental P. Spurs ball down by 7. Collins drops it off to Vassell. Vassell's going to drive in the paint. 7 on the shot clock. Forces a jumper. Going to bounce off the rim, and not go in. Arco 3, good evening to you. And we're going to have a whistle on the Spurs down the other end. If you build a team around Wemby, yes, Arco 3.
I love the idea of building a team around him.
You know, Arco 3, you didn't mention it. I think you commented on today's video about Wemby versus Chet. I know you're a Thunder fan. I'm a Spurs fan, so we're both a little biased to our own guys, but I sincerely do think that Chet Holmgren is in a much better position than my guy. And my guy's still putting up the same similar numbers, if not better in some spots. I think Wemby should get Rookie of the Year. All things being, equal. I mean, Chet Holmgren was benefiting so much from SGA being there, and the Spurs don't have anybody like that.
Oh, Zach, I'm ready for March Madness.
Me too. I could care less.
You're going to be so disturbed by the amount
I
of
could
basketball
care
I watch
less. I really don't care.
It's all basketball all the time.
That free throw's no good. 19-11. It's okay. Appreciate that, Arco 3. I mean, even the inside the NBA guys were kind of saying the same thing. Yes, the team is better in OKC.
Oh,
Sohan drives in with a huge
Dunk of justice.
I think he gets better as his hair gets longer.
No, Sohan gets better as his hair gets more weird colors. 19-13, 5.5 minutes to go. It is Hornets ball. Bridges rocking the headman. Who's got the bar now? I can't see who this is. I don't know who that is. Is that Cody Martin? It is Cody Martin. Pull-up jumper. No good. And the rebound falls right in the hands of Brandon Miller, and the putback is good. Spurs always have trouble boxing out. Is that an and 1?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it is. The Thunder's rebuild has been fantastic. It really has. I give them all the credit in the world. They've built themselves a very young, great, solid team. They have a franchise player in SGA, but they've also had great... I didn't realize Jalen Williams was having such a great year. Chet, of course, is a rookie, and I'm very happy to see Chet playing the way he is after that serious injury he had last year. They're going to be... I think the Spurs and Thunder are going to be competing against one another for the next decade, if everything plays out the way it should.
That'd be fun.
Good evening, Gabriel. Saying hi to both of us. Trey Jones going to drive in the paint, fakes the layup, throws up the layup, and rolls around the rim. Just like that poop that goes around in the toilet, around and around. That's kind of what the ball did there for Now, steal by Trey. You interrupted my poop conversation. Trey with the layup.
I can't imagine that was more important than what we were watching.
Jim, good evening to you. Damian Hernandez, good evening, my friend.
Come here, Bob.
A drive and a nice layup by Terry Rozier. 24-15. Chet's a redshirt rookie. Yes, exactly. Damian, he is carrying the team. There's not a lot around him. I like Keldon, I like Devin, I like all our guys, but nobody's even remotely on the level of an SGA. Sohan pull-up jumper, no good. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, of course, for the Charlotte Hornets. 24-15. 4:20 to go in the first quarter. This little jumper in the paint is good by Miles Bridges, and the Spurs are down by 11. McLean, fair? Garrett McLean. I looked away, and did Kellen just miss a three?
I don't know. I was looking at the chat.
I think Kellen just missed a shot. This is a wide open three. It's going to go off the front rim. No good for Brandon Miller. Fight for the board, and finally Chetty Osman will grab it for the Spurs. I'm rocking the Keldon jersey tonight. Phil, guys, thank you. I love this jersey. I love the Wemby jersey too, and at some point I'm going to wear it very, very soon. Actually, I'm probably going to wear it in the Wemby in the name of video because, well, that makes sense. Keldon will force himself in the paint, throws it up off the glass. Tough shot by Keldon.
Yeah, Cowboy X Factor. I'm not expecting him to get any minutes, though.
Spurs are losing, and I'm dying. Clocking out at age 34 and B-Ball. What, Raphael? Greg, go Spurs, go to you. Go, go. Andre
Drummond is UConn too?
I did not know that.
Really? I feel like we've talked about that.
I probably forgot. I remember Ray Allen and Rudy Gay and Kemba Walker. I was getting there. Yeah, that's probably it.
Who's my favorite?
Jordan Hawkins. Oh no, Shabazz Book Night or Napier. Somebody mentioned Book Night, so I just went with Book Night in the chat. I don't think it's even a combo between Chet and Wemby if you factor in Wemby's defense. Yeah, Wemby's been phenomenal defensively. Andrew, doing good this evening. I'm good. Grogu's good. Using the force. Oh, we looking cute.
He's looking cute.
Butterfly, good evening to you. Odyssey, good evening to you. 39 likes. We should be at 50, shouldn't we, Butterfly? You know the deal. Smash that thumbs up like it owes you money.
Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go!
Had a good week.
And if you ain't down in the thumbs up, we got 2 words for you.
Sucker!
That's right. Triple H, the game, just said, suck it.
Yeah, mine is in such a delay. I never know what you put up until.
Oh, no. He's back. We're getting trolled right now.
Oh, there's my boy.
Yeah.
I love when he laughs. It makes me happy.
That's it.
It does. It warms my heart.
Butterfly, you're saying Kawhi, my guy. Before he came into the chat, we were talking about the HEB commercials, and me and Miss TSR
so good in the commercials.
Binged a bunch of the old HEB commercials, and a lot of them, quite frankly, I hadn't seen or just forgotten them. And she loves Kawhi in those commercials.
I sure do.
Yeah, right, Zach? The like button is free.
It's a great way to support the channel.
That's right, it is. Wemby leading the blocks on Dan, you're right, on 25 minutes a game is insane. He's averaging 3.1 blocks per game, and I think he is averaging around 25 or 26 minutes now because they keep cutting his darn minutes.
It was fun. We probably spent like a half an hour watching those commercials.
Oh, at least. And we watched the Coyote documentary.
We did watch the Coyote documentary, which was excellent. Bear just gave Coyote side eye.
Did he?
He's like, why does he get to play with you during the game?
Imagine if Yoda or Baby Coyote I've actually a drive into the hoop and a block by Dominic Barlow. Hornets get the ball back. Rozier Allen 3-point land's going to pull up for 3. No good. Vassell with the rebound. I thought about doing Baby Coyote short videos, but I don't know if people would be interested in that. The Adventures of Baby Coyote. I mean, I said I would only do sports related stuff, and it is still sports related. That's a Spurs mascot. 26-19, under 3 minutes to go. Rozier's open for 3, takes the 3, misses the 3. Chetty Osman with the rebound. Thank you, Cowboy X Factor. I wasn't sure how some of you Cowboys fans will react to me kind of making fun of your team. Johnson for 3. Kelvin. All right, we need a big game out of Kelvin tonight. 26-22. Roy Garza. Oh, you didn't know? I looked away, and I think Rozier in the paint just got a bucket.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Now ventures a bear and baby coyote.
I have a really cute picture of the two of them snuggling. I don't know if that counts for anything.
Ball's going to go out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Spurs.
It's actually one of the ones I'm going to use for his 10th anniversary.
Oh, okay. Blake Wesley checking in. Yes, you are Cowboy X Factor. So I know you personally you actually haven't seen any Cowboys Super Bowls, and I get trolled lots of times on the channel. People will say, "Oh, we got five," and I think to myself, "You're putting we got five. I'm guessing you've seen 3 or 0." And I'm not making fun of you, by the way. I'm just guessing a lot of Cowboys fans to say, because I have a generally younger crowd in here to say 5, 5, 5. I'm like, you weren't even watching.
That was a lot of work for that.
Yeah, LaMelo Ball to put back after the Spurs play some defense and got a block, but it doesn't matter. Second chance opportunities, third chance opportunities. The Spurs give them up every night. Johnson's going to take another 3.
Oh!
Calvin, what is going on?
That was a switch.
Raphael, I didn't miss the Spurs glory. I've been a fan since 1990. I've seen all the championships for the Spurs. I've seen all the Giants championships -1, and obviously I've not seen all the New York Yankees championships. I was not alive for most of them. Bridges for 3, no good. Spurs ball. Blake Wesley turning on the Jets, gets it up the court, gets it to Kellen. Kellen drives in the paint, drops it off to Barlow. Barlow's going to throw it in.
Nice.
The Spurs getting some momentum here.
You know, Wesley's got some speed.
Yeah, I've seen, 0 rings. I figured Cowboy X Factor. Thunder 3 of justice. Okay. LaMelo Ball is going to lose the ball out of bounds. It's going to stay with San Antonio. I did see the Pats won all 6, but that's obvious, Kerm. They did.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, there's Wemby looking kind of not too happy to be on the bench. A quick pass into Miles Bridges, and he'll get the layup at the hoop. It is going to be Spurs ball down by 5, 54 seconds to go. I don't know any prediction. Jacob, I really don't know.
Oh!
Coming up for 3 again. What's he got, like 10 points?
You know, he found his spot on that.
He's got 13 points already.
Because that was the same exact spot he just shot that one from.
Kellen having, I think, the best first quarter of his career.
Well, keep it up.
That runner in their paint is no good. It's Spurs ball on the run again. Blake Wesley flies up in the paint and gets the layup. It's a tie game. Wesley's got some jets, by the way. He is fast.
Yeah, he really is.
Can't shoot a free throw or 3-pointer to save his damn life.
Yeah, but he can move that ball up the court.
He can move the ball. Spurs on a 17-6 run in the last Austin 3-16. Hey, I'm just calling it like I see it. Ball out on 3-point land, guarded by Blake Wesley 1-on-1. By the way, Blake's not getting enough credit for shutting down Trae Young in that Hawks game.
Yeah, he's not.
I think we're going to have a foul.
He did a good job.
Foul on the Spurs. I know Cowboy X Factor. Card Vibe, I was not alive after 1960, and I was alive for one of their 70s World Series, maybe 2. I was not a Yankees fan or an anything fan because I was a baby.
Just a baby.
We had a tentacle on the Spurs. Ball shoots the free throw and misses it. I did see 5,
What's up there?
right? If it's 7 after 1960, and after 1960s, doing the 2 in the late 70s, I think I saw him win 5. Gonna be Hornets ball. You get the ball into ball, 32 all. Hey, I'm dropping some bars. Clock is running out. Ball's going to drive, throws it up, and it goes at the buzzer. 34-32. But what I was going to say is I've been really enjoying football content again. Probably the most I've ever enjoyed it. Now, granted, I'm only doing YouTube Shorts right now. But I was talking to Miss TSR earlier, and I think really the key to doing NFL content on this channel is doing stuff on the Giants, because that's my team, but also trolling the opponents. Because
it's fun when you do.
there's a lot of Cowboy subscribers on this channel, and why not do videos when something really good or bad happens to the Eagles, to the Cowboys, or Washington Commanders? I forgot what their name was for a second because they keep changing it like every other year. And it just makes sense, right? I mean, I feel like that's the one way I could continue to enjoy doing NFL content, and I feel like the Cowboys are always going to have content available for me when they play extremely well and then lose 45-10 to like a team that hasn't won all year. Cowboys, are you still looking to get rid of Dak Prescott? I'm really curious if Cowboy fans want him out of there. I can understand Mike McCarthy. I really understand Jerry Jones, but are you really done with Dak Prescott? Because he's still a top, 6 quarterback in the NFL? First off, huge fan of, and second, we need a few more pieces, but I can see us winning a championship within the next 5 years. Josh, thank you. I don't think we're that far off. Our record is not good this year. And we see how good Wemby is with not optimal pieces around him. Just imagine a legit point guard. I like Trey Jones, but a legit point guard that can hit the three at a regular clip of around 40%. And then an upgrade over Julian Champagnie is much needed. So the optimal lineup for me would be Wemby, Vassell, Sohan, and I'm hoping Jeremy continues to develop. I think he will. I think he's going to have a higher ceiling than we're giving him credit for offensively and defensively.
Yeah, I think he's doing a lot better since there's
He is. The point guard experiment messed him up that Pop was running.
It really messed with his head.
So we get a legit point guard, and I don't know, a small forward to replace, or Keldon comes back in the starting lineup, and we get somebody that can play off the bench. I think we're close, but we are missing a few pieces, and we're a young team. We don't have really any veterans on the team at all.
I think it's about.
Peter went 5, so maybe I saw 6. Did I card vibe? It's 5 or 6. I don't know. I live in Texas, and making fun of Cowboys fans is the best. Okay, trolling the Eagles is fine. I mean, yeah, it makes sense. Prescott 2 of 5 in the playoffs, and Romo's 2 of 5 in the playoffs in the last 10 years, and Dak is not under contract yet. I thought Romo only won 1 playoff game, Zach. Cowboys bring content, and someone's happy to see him back because they have to bring content. Andrew, no problem, man. Thank you for stopping in. It just makes sense. And plus, the Giants suck. So if anybody knows bad football when they see it, it's a New York Giants fan. Get out of here. What's team in New York? What are you talking about? Willis?
There you go, Chetty.
Chetty Osman drives the paint, ties the game 34-0.
Get it. Oh.
Cowboy Expert just said he wants the Cowboys to go 0-17, so just do a full rebuild. You don't want that, man. Come on, man. You don't want 0-17.
Oh, that was a nice 3.
Nice 3 by that guy. Who dat? I don't know who that is for the Hornets. Who's number 8?
No, but he's got great shoes.
Isn't that Nick Smith Jr.? That's got to be Nick Smith Jr. That was Nick Smith Jr. for 3. It is Spurs ball. Zach Collins in the paint.
Come on.
Zach's going to get fouled. Zach attack gets fouled. Friends forever.
Oh, God.
Oh, you know what that is?
Team saved by the bell.
Okay.
Of course I do. I'm just thinking,
I know.
I like him a lot better with the haircut.
I've seen 5 Yankees, 4 Giants, and 5 Spurs, 1 year championship. Wow, we're pretty close there, Card Vibe. I did not start watching football till shortly after the Giants' first Super Bowl, so I did not see that. I saw all the other ones. I did see the Rangers chip. My uncle's a Rangers fan, so I did watch that with them. I didn't care less, to be honest. Zach Collins is at the line for 2, makes 1 of 2. It is going to be Hornets ball, 37-35. Try being a Chicago fan, then you'll know you suck. Or then you'll know suck, yeah. Damon, did you see the Bears Super Bowl? I don't know your age. Were you a football fan when they won the 85 team?
Oh.
Foul LaMelo Ball, and I think he's going to go to line for 2.
Andrew, I'm good. I'm currently a little cold because Bear decided we're going to sit on the floor instead of the nice cushy spot we were sitting in before.
Okay. Let me tell you this. I didn't watch football when the Bears won the Super Bowl that year, but what I do remember, 1, 2, 3, Bears. We are the Bears shuffling crew, shuffling on down to do it for you. We're so bad, you know we're good. Blowing your mind like you knew we would. You know we're just strutting for fun, strutting our stuff for everyone. You guys remember the Super Bowl shuffle? Yeah, that just happened.
That just happened. That's a thing that just happened.
Do you remember that song?
No.
That's we gotta YouTube that after this. We have got to YouTube this after that. Lemon Ball hit the line for 2 and just made it. You were not alive when the Bears won. Okay. That's right. The Super Bowl shuffle. Oh, it's so bad. It is so 80s.
You'll remember, or should I text you?
No, I remember.
Okay.
I just sang the song. How can I not forget the Super Bowl shuffle?
And yet,
And yet, I'll probably forget.
I'll text you.
Spurs ball. Zach Collins will throw it across to Blake Wesley. Wesley's going to take off into the paint, puts on the Jets, throws it high off the glass, no good. Rebound goes to the Hornets. Hornets on the run. Ball brings it up, 39-35. Gets it out to Thor. That's right. Thor is on the Hornets. Back the ball for a long, long three, and the long three falls in the hands of Nick Smith Jr. Fix my lineup here for the Hornets. Somebody just missed from the Hornets. I was looking away for a second. Spurs ball. Keldon to drive in the paint, gets the layup, but Keldon Johnson is still on fire. Man, if Keldon played like this every night, and Devin played every night like he did against the Lakers, for example, when he dropped 34, the Spurs would have such a dynamic team. The problem is Keldon and Devin and a lot of our young guys are so wildly inconsistent.
Watching the game.
Don't ever do that again, please. What, sing the Super Bowl shuffle? And your plans for tomorrow. I might go to a comic book warehouse sale in the morning. Depends.
You've got UFC tomorrow night.
I've got the Spurs tomorrow night. We'll be live. Me, Miss TSR, and the crew will be live for the Spurs and Wizards, and Wemby's playing from 7 to 9:30. Then I'm going to go to Hooters after that and watch UFC with my buddy Jeff. PJ Washington's at the line for two. He makes first free throw. It's 40-37. I saw 6 Lakers, 5 Spurs, 1 Angels, 1 Dodgers, 1 Ducks, 2 Kings. Do you like the Lakers and the Spurs, Kerm? I've probably asked you before, but 40-37, 3-point game, 9:35 to go in the first half. It's wood. 41-37, Kelman will get in bounds. It'll be Spurs ball down by 4. Okay, got you, Kerm. I only have one team for each sport. Well, the big 3 sports. I don't follow hockey, I'm being honest. Keldon almost turns the ball over as Malachi cannot hold on to it, but he got it back. Double headbands out there for the Spurs. They get it to Zach Collins. Collins in the paint. Throws up a little jump hook. It's going to roll off the rim.
Oh.
And a foul on, I think foul on Charlotte.
Butterfly not this time. I went with him for his birthday.
And she got sick.
Yeah. We were sitting right under the vent and I froze.
And you did not bring a hoodie or anything.
No.
Right? Spur of the moment? Raphael, are you hitting on Butterfly?
Ooh.
I'll have none of that in the chat.
I don't know. Could be making Spurs love connections. You don't know.
Yeah, that's true. I wouldn't want to stop that.
TSR the matchmaker.
Not about that. Trey Jones driving the paint, misses the layup. PJ Washington with the rebound. It is Charlotte ball up by 4, 9 minutes to go. Ball out in 3-point land, guarded by Barlow. That's a huge mismatch. Ball fakes a 3, takes off. We'll pass it out. 3-point attempt is good. Brandon Miller, 44-37. Collins being Collins. Yeah, well, Defensive Player of the Year, Mr. Dogbone, it's an individual award, but I think that your team's defensive rating is factored into that, and our defensive rating is not good. Spurs going to lose the rest of the season after that Super Bowl shuffle imitation. Oh, come on, man.
That bad. Come on now.
I am sad now. So is Grogu. I should do a metal cover of the Super Bowl shuffle.
I love it.
You do a metal cover of that.
Of
Super Bowl shuffle.
oh dear.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I'd say it would feel weird singing them the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
We are the Spurs tanking crew, tanking all out to lose for you. We're so bad. We're not good. Losing every game like you know we would.
Well, we're commercial. What are the matchups tomorrow for UFC? And is my guy fighting?
It should be interesting. There is I think one of the guys in the main event is, I'll keep this light, and he's very outspoken politically and is not afraid to speak his mind on things he doesn't like. He just said some things recently that got a lot of controversy, and if he wins his fight, I'm very curious to what he's going to say on a live mic after the fight, because when you're representing a sports organization, you kind of don't want anything that's going to ruffle a lot of feathers. And this is the type of fighter that don't give a what. So hopefully nothing goes bad tomorrow night. The Spurs defense is offensive. Yes. I don't have that anymore, Butterfly. I threw that away. You talking the dark-haired one? It was getting a little yucky. I've had it for over a decade, and I actually ended up tossing that. He might be OC. He just might be. What if we drafted Bronny James? Do you think LeBron would come here? He hates the Spurs. No, I've heard that he wants to play for Popovich before he retires, but the window's closing very quickly on his career. He's pushing 40. I don't see us drafting Bronny, and I don't see LeBron coming here. Yeah, the UFC card's not the best Son of Scar, but it's more about hanging out with a buddy of mine. Just hanging out. I always get, what do you get? Mozzarella sticks and French fries and my root beer.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's the main reason I go, just to hang out, catch up with a friend, watch the fights. I don't... And the thing is, though, these cards, when you look at these cards and you think, well, this is not a very good card, it might not be name recognition-wise, but sometimes those cards are the ones where people have something to prove, and they put on really good fights. Kellen turns the ball over. Yeah, Kellen kind of forcing the action there. 44-37, under 8.5 minutes to go. Spurs down by 7, or Hornets up by 7, depending on who you're rooting for. Ball going to drive in the paint at the free throw line, guarded by Trey Jones. Going to throw it up over him and in.
Butterfly, I've seen a lot of his whack bag films videos where he's wearing some great wigs. So
she has seen the whack bag film stuff. And I think we have a foul on Charlotte. He is, Tybor, he is. But you know what? He's being himself, and I'll give him credit for that.
But my favorite guy's not fighting.
My balls is hot?
Yeah.
No, he's not fighting. I don't think he is. Is my balls is hot fighting tomorrow night? Does anybody know? I'm rooting for the Hornets so we can draft Sar. I have no idea how Bronny's doing, Mr. Dogbone. It is Spurs ball. Jeremy sewing out in three-point land. 10 seconds on the shot clock and a drive in the paint.
I'm sorry.
Jeremy's going to toss it out to Champagny for 3. Oh, my God. I was way off. Champagny, come on, buddy. He's not... Okay, no balls is hot tomorrow.
Aw, I love that guy.
For those that don't know, that's Derek Lewis, who is infamous now for, after an interview, or after a fight, taking off his shorts in the octagon, and Joe Rogan asks him, why'd you take your shorts off? And he says, because my balls is hot. And Joe Rogan said, I understand. Barlow pull-up jumper good.
Oh, nice.
Nice job, Dominic. I think that's his first bucket. Just looked it up. 5.6 points per game on 37% field goal percentage. Are you talking about Champagny? You gotta be. Turnover for the Hornets. Butterfly, Derek Lewis, fighter in UFC. Champagny drives in the paint, gets a layup. A rare 2-pointer for Champagny.
Butterfly, you should definitely look it up on YouTube. It's hilarious.
Whoa. If somebody has hot balls, we need to see a doctor ASAP. You probably do. If my family's still watching, I'm sorry. But a lesson learned from the youngins that having your balls is hot, you want to get that taken care of. Just be careful where you take off your shorts. Of course, not everybody's Derek Lewis. What happened with the Raiders head coach, Jacob? Did he get fired? Dude, you're drinking again? What is with him?
I think he's thirsty.
From doing what?
I don't know.
Nothing? Vassell driving the paint, loses the ball out of bounds, and that is going to be Hornets ball. No, I'm not ordering a pizza. Oh, okay, Carm. I don't know the head coach.
A lot of water today, so he might just be really thirsty.
No, I know his strength might be 3-point shooting, but he's not hitting them he's not hitting them. Amityville, Wemby is still on a restriction with the ankle injury he had a month ago. He's still on a minutes restriction and cannot play back-to-backs. That runner is good by Rozier. It's ridiculous. Seriously. Sohan driving the paint, throws it up. Little teardrop good.
Butterfly, it's great, isn't it?
Oh, you just watched it, Butterfly?
Love it.
Our Nesta, good evening. She just looked up the Derek Lewis thing.
He did it again on that fight on your birthday.
Rozier for 3. Yes, he did. 8-point game.
I am kind of jealous you're getting mozzarella sticks. I might have to pick some up to make for myself later.
Okay, fair enough. Spurs ball, down by 8. Champagne with the ball. Gets it back to Sohan. Sohan in the paint. Oh, my goodness, gets rejected.
Wow.
Ford said, get that out of here and take it back to Valhalla or wherever he is. Get back on the Rainbow Bridge. Where the hell is Thor from? Asgard.
Wow.
Asgard.
Wow. For as much of a Marvel fan as you
Thor's
are.
not my main guy. It's the Hulk. Sohan for 3. No good. Barlow with the offensive rebound. The putback. Oh, he lost the ball. Champagne with the putback with another rare deuce. Champagne dropping deuces tonight. He needs to wear a cup with the.
Yeah, but if that got smashed into him, that
I could do some damage.
bad.
They wouldn't just be hot. They would be shredded. Nice drive by Miles Bridges for the layup. 53-45. Still an 8-point game. You know what, though, Spurs fans? The second quarter's been our worst quarter lately, so if we can keep it the single digits, we're going to be okay. For whatever reason, they flipped the script, and now the second quarter, they're bad every game. Barlow with a nice little jumper, 53-47. And his Hornets ball. Bridges with the drive and the layup, good. I don't want to jinx it, but they're not calling a lot of whistles tonight, are they?
They're not. Very few.
Ball's going to go out of bounds. Was that a Spurs turnover? Hell, they're not really not making any calls, and I'm good with that. I'd rather have the refs swallow the whistles on both ends of the floor and not call a lot of fouls than have it be a whistle fest. You guys know I hate when both teams take 30 free throws, and I'm just sitting here calling play-by-play for free throws. It is Spurs ball.
Amityville, we play tomorrow night, too.
Wesley runner in the paint, good.
It's back-to-back tonight and tomorrow.
Yep, back-to-back, and Wemby is playing tomorrow. And he's not going to be playing back-to-backs anytime soon, it sounds like.
But from what Pop said, it doesn't sound like he'll be playing back-to-backs at all this season, at least.
He did once. Apparently he's not going to again. Bridges loses the ball. A lot of contact. The referees really are not calling fouls, and I like it.
I like it.
Wesley for 3. Oh, boy. Nope.
Nope.
There's a putback and one for Jeremy Sohan.
I'll take that.
You couldn't see it, but I cringed when Wesley took that 3 because Blake has not hit a 3 this year.
Ooh.
He's 0 for everything. He's only like 0 for 11, but he's still 0 for everything. He hasn't made one.
This dog looks so sad.
He is sad.
No, he wants to play with you.
Well, he can't play with me.
I know.
Jeremy totally bricks that free throw. He can play with Grogu.
He doesn't want to.
Who doesn't want to play with Grogu? Actually, her dog does not like Grogu. I put Grogu in front of him, and he was like, I don't know about this, man.
To be fair, you were petting him with Grogu's hand. And that was...
Whatever. Grogu was showing some love. Turnover for the Hornets. A Spurs ball down by only 4. 3.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Vassell going to drive, gets it out to Wesley, and around the world to Collins for 3. That was way short. Yeah, that was way, way short. Go Spurs, go to you, Gabriel. Amityville, it was Wemby's decision. Bridges with the layup. And I respect the decision because Wemby wants to play against his old teammate, Bilal Coulibaly, who was drafted by the Wizards. So they probably said you got to choose from one. Vassell drives in the paint, gets fouled, and he's going to go on the line for 2. So I get it. Kokashiba, good evening to you.
Yes, Collins is back.
Dog is like, this green dude is sketch. Zach, I've talked about that a little bit. You know, Cowboy X Factor, I really wasn't camera shy. The reason being is I had done low budget films on YouTube from 2006 to 2017. And then 17, I started mixing death metal reaction videos in what the channel I was doing. Plus, actually, a few months before, at the end of 2016, I had started doing UFC live reactions from Hooters. So, I mean, I was nowhere as good as I wasn't even doing play-by-play. I was just sitting there watching it and barely saying anything. But I had already been used to being in front of the camera for 2 decades almost. Well, not 2, over a decade. Ball drives in the paint. He's going to... Dang it, TSR. I said no whistles. Now they're calling whistle after whistle. I did jinx it. But I'm definitely not camera shy.
No, you're definitely not.
Yeah, well, Caps 210, that's what he does. That's for OC. Kai Soto, I don't think there's any update on Ernesto. I haven't seen anything recently. I'd like to do a video on him soon. I haven't done one in a long time. We last really covered him during the Summer League where he got to play minimal minutes. And unfortunately, if you guys don't remember the situation, I was covering every Orlando Magic Summer League game hoping Kai Soto would play, and he didn't. The night I took off, because I'd streamed like 6 nights in a row, I was like, I needed a night off. What happened? He played. Played his first Summer League game. Amityville, I started off with heavy metal. And then since I got into Metallica next, I guess we could say thrash metal. So heavy metal, thrash metal. Then I got into death metal, black metal. I did have some new metal in the late 90s. I don't listen to new metal anymore. I still listen to the other 4 genres. But my music today is I don't find a lot of new music. Like, I still picked up the most recent Metallica album, the most recent Carcass album, so stuff like that. I'm still kind of following those type of bands that have been around for a long time. The newest Obituary. The only genre I'm really buying music from is death metal. And it's just, even though I don't really do death metal anymore, I do put death metal lyrics. And the Rage Against the Machine song, you heard a little bit of death metal lyrics, but not a lot. I do like to accentuate songs with that, but not be the focus.
I have a Kai Soto update if you want it.
Oh, what's going on with them?
So he plays for the Yokohama Pete Corsairs in Japan. But he has been out. He had a back injury, and apparently he's just come back from his back injury.
Okay.
So his back is okay now. He went to rehab for 2.5 to 3 months, strengthening it. Now he's confident with his body's condition. And the coach in Yokohama's restricting minutes because of it, but he is back now.
I didn't know he was out. I follow Kai Soto, the Kai Soto fan page on Facebook, and he kept posting things about his team, but never posting anything about him. I didn't realize he'd been out with an injury.
He was out with an injury, yeah.
I used to love Guns N' Roses. Ernesto, Appetite for Destruction is still to this day one of my favorite 3 albums of all time. Just a classic. Yes, it's got some overplayed songs on it. Welcome to the Jungle, Sweet Child of Mine, Paradise City, but that's still one of my top 3. Champagne, you would think, but no. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, John Lou. I saw what you put in there. I'm sorry, man. Barlow, you got the touch. You got the power. Oh, God, are you singing the Transformers theme song from 1986, the Transformers movie, which is abysmal? Oh, Lord. I think he is. You got the touch. You got the power. I'm thinking Joshua Good Evening is singing the Transformers song.
That's awesome.
Now he's singing Appetite for Destruction, or singing Welcome to the Jungle. Lesser known part of the song. I found Whack Bang Phil's umbrella and just saw Daniel Jones and wait, am I still on there? Is that still up there? Cowboy X Factor? I had no idea.
That's awesome.
Wow, I'm gonna have to look that up.
Transformers are awesome.
I still have Optimus Prime and a few others. Thundercracker. Both free throws good, 59-52. Marauders, I don't have the drum ability to play for Slipknot. I don't even have a double bass. I can do single bass rolls, but I can't. I would not. No chance. Vassell's going to launch a 3 with the shot clock expiring.
Yeah. Pineapple Power.
Pineapple Power. Oh, it's from Boogie Nights? Really? I think it's from Transformers. Zach, G Leaguers of note? Not that I'm aware of off the top of my head. Harold, Wesley does play some. He does really put in a lot of defensive effort. Miles Bridges gets in the paint. Miles is a big dude. Scores in the paint very easily. Keldon now with the ball, spins around the paint, gets it to Sohan, and Jeremy can't hold on to the pass. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Spurs ball. I think. That shouldn't be out on Miles Bridges.
There have been a couple of times now that he's lost the ball this game.
Nice. Ernesto. I was made for loving you, baby. You was made for loving me. You guys are all singing some great stuff in the chat. You don't mess with the Sohan. Just thought I'd put that out there. Haven't done this in a while.
If you only knew the power of the dark side.
Ooh, Bear liked that.
Did he?
Yeah.
Wesley into the paint. The runner is going to bounce off the rim. Oh, that's goaltending. Yeah, pass interference. That's goaltending. That'll count. Anyone talking about the New York Giants nutrition video? Oh, God. Wow. I didn't know all that stuff was on there. I might have to go look that up and see if I can download some of it. Wow, Cowboy X Factor doing some work. That three's no good. Damasceno with the rebound. Spurs ball. Down by 4. A minute and a half to go. It's a close game after the first. Looks like it's going to be a close game after the second. Damasceno is going to start to drive. Out to Collins. Zach back to Kelman. Kelman's going to pick and roll with Kelman. Or pick and roll with Devin. Pick and roll with Collins. Throws it up. No good. He's going to get fouled. I just butchered that one. Someday we'll look back on this and we'll all seem funny. Bruce. Keanu Lewis, good evening to you. By the way, if anybody is new to the channel, this is primarily a San Antonio Spurs channel. Also cover the New York Giants. Hope to cover the New York Yankees a little bit this year as well. And also troll the Cowboys, Eagles, and Washington because as a Giants fan, I feel like I should be doing that. Kelvin at the line for 2. Would love to have you join the channel. Make sure to hit the old subscribe. And while you're in here, would certainly appreciate a thumbs up. Wesley is a pest. People are saying get rid of him, Phil. I'm not ready to give up on him. He was a first-round draft pick in 22. I believe it was the 26th overall pick. And he's shown flashes, like a lot of our guys. I'm not ready to give up on him yet.
Speed is...
He is so fast.
Yeah. He can harness some of those flashes and that speed.
He's
really be something.
Been improving a lot on defense. He's got great length for a guy that's only about 6'3", 6'4". He just can't shoot for you-know-what right now. Brandon Miller to pull up Jay Good. Miller's been having a really good game today.
Yeah.
I think he's got, what, 12 or 13 points? 15 points. Well, I stand corrected. 15 points and 7 boards for Brandon Miller, really taken to the team that passed him on the draft. Kelman for 3, no good. Terry Rozier with the rebound. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. Gets it off to Bridges. Bridges is going to bounce it off Zach Collins' crotch and knock it out of bounds. The Spurs can win, Keanu, but they're going to have to... They're all going to have to play some pretty good basketball to win without Victor Wembanyama out there. I think that I would have got rid of McCarr. I would have seen if Belichick was available, to be honest with you. Belichick fired by the Patriots. I would have, hey, you want to come to Dallas? I'd take Bill Belichick at his age over Mike McCarthy any day. That shot's going to go around the rim and it's no good. It's Spurs ball. Damasceno will bring it up for San Antonio. That's one of the reasons OKC shooting so good, I think, Ernesto. Damasceno standing on the Hornets logo at midcourt. 7 on the shot clock, looking for a pick and roll with Zach Collins. Gets it, starts to take off. Forces the jumper. That is really no good. 5 seconds to go. It is Hornets ball. Rozier out to Bridges. Bridges going to get the shot off.
And it goes in.
A freaking bank shot. How many buzzer beaters have we given up in the last week? This is the second one tonight.
Too many.
How do this keep happening?
That was a hell of a shot.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that smile. He earned that one.
Unbelievable. Wow. Every time. Every time. End of the quarter, end of the half. Somebody throws it up. And in. Yes, they are, Phil. I mean, our defense is... It's always bad. Well, let's get the halftime stats. And we'll take a look and see what's going on with our team. Take a look at the opposing team first. Let's pull up the Hornets. Who's playing well for them. Washington with 7. Miller having a great first half, 15 and 7. Also 2 steals. Bridges with 18. Ball with 12. And Rozier with 11. So everybody really doing well in the starting lineup for the Hornets. Off the bench, Thor with 0. Martin, Mensah with 0. And Smith Jr. with 3. So the Hornets bench only has 3 points. 3. and they're winning. That doesn't seem like you think your bench is that bad. You'd be losing. Not the case for the Hornets tonight. They outscored us 34-32 in the first, 32-26 in the second. For our San Antonio Spurs, Collins with 3, Champagny with 7. So Champagny actually having a really good game. Sohan with 8 and 4 assists. Jones with 4, and Demisel with 6. Vassell only 2 of 6 from the field. We're going to get a lot more from him in the second half. Off the bench, Barlow with 6, Osman with 2, Brandon with 0, Wesley with 6, and Kelman leading the team with 16 points on 6 of 8 shooting. So Kelman having a really, really strong first half. We're down by 8. And 58 points is good for the first half, but as usual, we're just not, our defense is not good at all. I might have you guys do a raid here in a second. Let me pull something up here. Might have you guys do a little raid action.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a channel that came in recently. I want to show some love. I think they're live tonight. They are live. And you know, they could use a little help. So if you guys, the Dixon Way came in recently and said hi, did a little raid. And I like to do a solid back. They're doing the Hawks versus the Heat. So they have 2 players that Spurs fans are interested in either Trae Young or DeJounte Murray. So if you guys could actually do a little raid here and just do a little TSR raid, you know, maybe go in there and do a Go Spurs Go, I'd appreciate it. So I'm going to drop the link to their channel. Boom, yeah, right there. They could definitely use some thumbs up. They only have 5 right now, so would really like to see them get, if we can get them to like 20. Because believe me, I've been there as a newer streamer, streaming a team that's struggling. It's the struggle's real. And my man on the top left is working hard. So if we could get him some thumbs up, I'd greatly appreciate it. So believe me, I know what it's like to, you guys, you know I know covering a team that's struggling. I think the Heat win this game, though. I see Daniel there. Thank you. Kylie's got a little be civil thing that pops up when you go in. I get that.
That's cool. I like that.
I'll put a Go Spurs Go in the chat.
Yeah.
What a smiley face. I see Cats 210. I see some people stopping in. Appreciate you.
I haven't even liked.
Get this man some thumbs up. Our bench playing better than the starters? Yes, Harold, so far. And Glaze and Bacon, the restriction is killing me. It's killing me. Wesley looks... He does, OC. Blake Wesley, I think, has potential. He's still young. He's only 20 or 21. He's very young. He's got some jets on him. So I don't think Spurs fans should be ready to give up on him yet. Francisco, Go Spurs Go to you. Still only showing 6 thumbs up on his channel. That can't be right.
No, that's not right, because I'm showing more than that.
Yeah, we got him. We double it. We got him to 12. Oh,
He's at 13 right
he
now.
just did the Go Spurs Go thing up on his channel. He's blowing a horn. I don't have the sound up.
Cute.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, definitely some Go Spurs Go in there.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. He's got a nice little setup. He's up on the top left corner. He's got the court on the right.
Yeah, he does.
I tried doing that, but the internet site is usually a little ahead of where I am because of the Roku streaming. So the basket's going to show before I say it,
Yeah.
which I can't do. So I like doing the live game clock, the live scoreboard. I like having the players on the court. Everybody's got their own little thing that they like, but best of luck to him. And maybe one of his players will be joining us sooner than later. If that happens, I actually should get him on the channel. If the Spurs make a big trade with the Hawks again, I'd be interested in his opinion. Appreciate you guys doing that. Of course, don't forget to hit the thumbs up here too, because, you know what I do need to check? Cowboy X Factor was saying my Rumble channel still has... So I got on there briefly just to try to expand, and then I just don't have the time between like a real job and YouTube and... Oh gosh, my sign-in. I don't even know if I know my... Oh, it saved my sign-in. Did I just log in for the first time in... Oh my gosh, I did log in. I don't even know if I apparently have content on here. Oh my gosh.
Three Beards, yeah, Wemby's playing tomorrow. He wanted to play his old teammate.
There's a whole bunch of content on here. I didn't even know there was stuff on here. I did like fake trailers for movies apparently. I'm sorry, I got some of the metal songs from this channel. Oh boy. Yeah, this was this is not stuff I want on the channel.
Hmm.
Oh boy, yeah, there's some weird stuff on here. Yeah, there's 3 pages of stuff.
So, Llama, I'm new to the Spurs this year. So, was there really a big difference between Wesley in the beginning and where he's at now? And how many years ago was he drafted?
He was drafted in 22.
22? Okay.
He started off looking good, and then he blew out his knee. I think he actually did what you did. I think he had a slight meniscus tear or MCL tear, and then he was out for a couple months. And then when he came back, he just wasn't quite the same. His big problem was he was getting blocked in the paint a lot, constantly getting rejected in the paint, like just shots getting swatted down.
Yeah.
And he was a little turnover prone, would play a little out of control. He seems to be correcting a lot of that this year. I missed a lot of stuff on the chat, by the way. Robert Ball giving me 3 beers. I listened to your do song. I know I'm doing the timing, the cadence wrong, but that was a cute song. Wesley's proof Popsicle knows what he's doing. If you saw him when he was drafted versus now, he's gotten a lot better.
Now he's faster but more under control. Okay.
Yes, that's very accurate. Very accurate. 3 years ago, I said we'll be back in contention in 2026. I hope so. You like Blake Martin? Malachi Branham's been a kind of an enigma. Like, I was so excited about him being a 3-level scorer, and he shows glimpses of that. But he's been roughly, I don't know, has he gotten worse? No, Wesley has not hit a 3-pointer, Joshua, and for the year, his free throw percentage is like 47%. So he really, really you can't be a starting point guard shooting 47% from the free throw line. That's just not gonna fly with anybody. Put Q3 up. What was it? Oh, I was gonna look up Brandon this year. I think he may have regressed. I'm not sure. Malachi Branham.
Oh, Three Beards says that is not the song he likes. He thinks that Oh Death or Blood Makes the Grass Grow is more your speed.
Oh,
We'll have to check those out after the game.
I clicked on the one that had the most views, I think.
Yeah, Three Beards. We'll definitely check that out after the game.
All right, Malachi Branham. He's actually playing less minutes this year than last year. He averaged 23.5 last year, 21.6 this year. His field goal percentage is actually overall down just a hair, 44% to 43%. His three-point percentage is similar at 30%, which is terrible. He's a lifetime .303 three-point shooter. So much for the 3-level. He's 2-level. Free throw percentage is up. His rebounds are down. His assists are slightly up. Steals are slightly down. Blocks are the same. Last year as a rookie, he averaged 10.2 points per game. This year he's averaging 8.7. He has actually regressed a little bit. And near number 2, Malachi Branham is regressed. Let's actually take a look at everybody from that draft class. Let's take Mr. You Don't Mess with the Sohan, Mr. One-Handed Free Throw, Color My Hair himself.
Meanwhile, Llama dropping the knowledge, and Josh, you know I think the UConn women are all that. So the Sohan.
The Sohan. He is up 3 minutes per game. His field goal percentage is slightly down from 45% to 43%. His three-point percentage has taken a massive leap from 25% to 37%. Free throw percentage up from 70% to 78%. Rebounds are slightly up. Assists are up quite a bit from 2.5 to 3.9. Blocks and steals about the same. His points are about the same from 11 to 11.2. His efficiency in two-point land has been down a lot this year. Last year he shot 52% from within the arc. This year he's only at 45%. A lot of that is him. That's a huge drop. Missing a lot of easy shots around the rim. I think the point guard experiment really screwed him up for the first 20 games. I expect his numbers to continue to raise. The fact that he's got a three-point shot now, and he's gotten much better from the free throw line, one-handed free throw or not, he has at least shown areas of progression, whereas Malachi Branham, you see almost regression across the board. Last but not least, Blake Wesley, as we revisit the last player from the 2022 Spurs. Now, Wesley has had limited action this year. He's played half the games compared to last season, and its minutes are at half, from 18 to 9, but with unlimited sample. His field goal percentage is up from 32% to 46%.
That's a big jump.
His three-point percentage is down from 39% to 0. His free throw percentage is down from 59% to 47%. His rebounds are down, or cut in half, but he's played half the minutes. His assists are down a little bit. Steals are down in half. His turnovers are way down. He played 18 minutes a game last year, 9 minutes a game this year. He went from 1.8 turnovers to 0.4. So same minutes, he'd be averaging just under 1 turnover. So his turnovers are way down. He's only averaging 2.6 points per game. He's getting very limited action. His defense has improved significantly. His ability to finish at the rim has improved. But my man can't hit a three-pointer or a free throw to save his life. And it's weird to see him get better significantly in certain areas, but in other areas, just it ain't happening yet. So hopefully he puts it all together throughout the year. I do think he has a lot of potential. I do think he has a higher ceiling than Trey Jones does.
Do you? Okay.
I do. I like Trey. One of the big things holding Trey back is he's undersized. He's 6'1".
Yeah, you mentioned that.
I mean, I don't like to play the height card, but we're talking about a sport where height is very beneficial to you.
Yeah.
Good evening, Boudet. I don't hate Sterling Rowe. I know you're not referring to me, but Jeremy's there. He's got all the good parts of his game, but I really think the point guard experiment totally stunted his growth at the start of the season. However, long term it might be good because he picked up some playmaking, and now he's in his natural spot. And anything learned while playing point Jeremy, he's going to carry those skills over into the following season. So it might be one of those, bad now but better later.
I can see that, but also the knock to his confidence really was tough to watch.
Scoot is not playing well. I think I heard he scored like a career high 30-something points recently, but he also was like 10 of 30 from the field. Really channeling his inner Allen Iverson. Yes, Francisco, that's one thing. He's not really shooting that well. Bobby February, good evening, says, "What's happening, Rich? Always good to see you, bro. Love the uploads and appreciate you for bringing the game to us. I'm still at work, but I'm cleaning my brushes and about to pack up to head home. Cheers." Well, thank you, Bobby. This is the most fun I've had on the channel probably ever. The last few months, not having a co-host in the same room has been beneficial, but just really settling into content that I enjoy. Doing the Spurs videos during the day, during my breaks at work, has really been a blessing in disguise. Streaming the games again, every game, but also doing the football content and the occasional music video and just other shorts. I feel like, we hit a nice little happy spot on the channel.
You seem to be having a really good time.
Are you willing to give some of your wings on defense for more offensive terms if they go for Trae Young? The thing is, Trae Young is one of the worst defensive players in the NBA. I know he's going to bring a lot of offense. We probably have to give up so much for him. And his contract, I mentioned this in the video, the thing you said you liked, his contract expires the same time as Wemby's. And we have a lot of first-round picks coming up and first-round picks in the roster. And those first-round picks, their contracts get bigger as time progresses. And I don't think Trae Young would be here more than 3 years. I don't think we'd be able to keep him, Wemby, and all the other young guys. And the guys we're going to be drafting in the future. Don't forget, the Hawks end up... the Hawks going to trade Trae Young to us. They're going to want those 3 picks back, the 3 first-round picks. No doubt. There's absolutely no doubt. And the Hawks blow it up and end up sucking in 25, 26, and 27. I want to keep those picks. It is Hornets ball to start us off. They are up by 8, and I hate this camera angle just for the record that the NBA is using.
This is tough to watch.
Brandon Miller gets a turnover. They tried
This is better.
last year, or the year before, they tried a roaming camera, so it was more like a video game. Champagny just airballed a 3. You butthead.
Tell us how you really feel.
He frustrates me because I'm rooting for him, and he has such a team-friendly contract of 4 years for $12 million, and he looks so good in the summer league, and he just looks like me out there shooting. That's a miss. It's Spurs ball. Soham will bring it up for San Antonio, 66-58. Drops it off to Zach Collins. Collins drives in the paint, runs his defender over, and is going to get called for the offensive foul. Is Trae Young a Spurs fan? I think I read that somewhere. I always think we need big 3 and D starting. Starting 4. Slide Sloan to 3. I mean, Muhammad, who would you start at the 4? I know Wemby was originally going to be the power forward, but he's been playing so good at center. And Zach Collins in the starting lineup, which I get why a lot of you want Alexander Sarr on the team. So then you would have the Eiffel Towers, Wemby and Sarr. They would be our 4 and 5 respectively. We'd have 2 7-footers. It'd be very difficult to score in the paint. Not right there, though, where PJ Washington gets an offensive rebound and throws down the dunk. But we still wouldn't have a point guard to run the offense unless we were to pick up a vet. Vassell's going to take a straight up 3. That's good. Contract is very huge. Butthead, watch us be a short on the channel tomorrow. No, I'm not going to clip it. Should I clip that as a short? You think that should be a short, Cowboy X Factor? Miller with the pull-up jumper, no good for the Hornets. Spurs ball. That's fair. That's fair, Dan. Collins forces Waynes in the paint, throws it up, and gets the kind roll, 68-63. Trubisky, good evening to you. A lot of people are saying to him, Francisco, as a draft pick. It seems either him or Collier. There's one other guy. Is it Birmingham or something like that? BJ Washington for 3, good. 71-63. Under 10 minutes to go. Trey Jones out in three-point land, gets the pick and roll. Back to Jeremy Sohan. Sohan going to drive in the paint. Throws up a very awkward layup. No good. Collins with the offensive board and put back. That is no good. And we're going to have a whistle. You know, Harold, we were just talking about Sohan missing at the rim, and what did he just do? He missed at the rim. Oh, okay, that works back. No, I don't think I'll do a short of him, me calling him a butthead. No, Raphael, I rarely miss a layup either. Granted, I don't have NBA players around me, but Jeremy really struggles in the paint. Collins, free throw, no good. Jack, go Spurs, go to you. Well, Fred VanVleet's not going anywhere, Trubisky. Are you just saying like hypothetical? Because VanVleet just signed that huge contract with the Rockets. He's not going anywhere. Cade Cunningham, I don't know what Detroit's doing. He missed them both.
I don't know, but I like him.
Cade Cunningham?
Yeah.
Spurs are 3 of 9 from the line tonight. What is going on? 3 of 9? I shoot free throws better than that. That is awful. PJ Washington with the ball. A little jump hook is going to go in. Jeez, we're giving up points left and right by missing all those free throws. Zach, he looks like Zach Collins. He's got the ball right now on the post. Backing up. PJ backing him up. Throws it up off the glass and misses. Another whistle. How about Steph Curry? I don't want Zach LaVine, no. I'm good. Spurs need to stop handing out contracts on potential and start giving contracts on actual production. See Collins, Vassell, and Johnson, horrible deals. Actually, I would argue Keldon Johnson is on a team-friendly contract, Derek. His contract actually gets smaller as time progresses instead of bigger. So as the salary cap gets larger, his contract gets smaller to like $17 million in the last 2 years. So I actually like that contract. The Vassell contract for $30 million a year at the end, I wasn't really a fan of that. And the Collins one for $17.5 million, I didn't think he was worth that either. I was happy for him. Made both free throws, but I was like, has he given us that kind of production? Yes, Lama. I think KJ's a great deal. I do. I know he's inconsistent, but guess what? The whole team is. I mean, they just are.
Yeah.
Ball with the pick and roll with Miller. Back to Miller. 4 on the shot clock. Miller's going to force a shot against Champagny and threw up a brick. Gets the ball back and throws up another brick, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. I'd be comfortable with the Young's bad defense as Victor excels in the area. A push, in my opinion. All right, Waters. Fair. I mean, a lot of folks are saying what we would get offensively in a Trae Young type player makes up for what we'd be lacking defensively with him on the floor. And he's a great player. Don't get me wrong, he's still young too. Is Trae Young only like what? No pun intended. 25 or 26? Collins for 3? Nope. Not what I want to be seeing him doing. Collins chucking threes. Yep. Vincent, we love you. You know who else loves you? Baby Coyote.
That was really weird from the
Did it?
signal.
You're just saying hi.
No, I wasn't watching from the camera. I was watching from
Oh.
laying down on Bear's bed.
Whoops, a little ahead. Wow, the Hornets almost had an over and back on the inbound pass from the sideline. It is Hornets ball. They get in it. Okay, Rozier for three from the corner. No good. Fight for the board. And guess what? We get it. Trey Jones on the run. Gets it to Collins. Collins in the paint. Layup good.
Go.
All right. 73-67. Steve Nash was not a good defender. He was not. That's fair. How many championships did Steve Nash win? What I'm saying is, he was good enough to help get his team to the playoffs every year, but not good enough to win a championship. I don't think he has a championship. Pretty sure Steve Nash never won one. Correct me if I'm wrong. Jones turns the ball over.
Oh,
Fast break for the Hornets.
To watch.
And a missed layup followed up by a huge putback dunk by Brandon Miller.
Yeah, that was.
Cal X Factor right on that contract thing. We're going to have a timeout by San Antonio. They're now by 75-67. I'm a basketball player, but not pro. Yeah, that's what I say too, Raphael. Cowboy X Factor, I did not know you were a basketball coach. No, CP3 doesn't have a chip either. He's been bouncing around from team to team trying to win one. Yep, two MVPs, I believe, Joshua. One of them very questionable. A lot of people say Kobe should have won one of the years that he won. Nash was a great player, but yeah, not a great defender. And, I mean, he had good pieces around him. Amari Stoudemire in his prime was a beast. What? Spurs love overpaying for white centers. We've been doing it since Splitter. I don't even know what to say to that.
Let that go.
All right. I didn't know that Cowboy X Factor. Jason Kidd does have a ring, Marauders. Jason Kidd does have a ring. Did he not win one with Dirk Nowitzki and the Mavericks? I'm pretty sure Kidd has a ring. All right, Robert Ball. Good. Have a good night. There you go. The Mavs of 2011. I thought he won one. I think he got one. He took. Obviously, if you're a Spurs fan, you know that Jason Kidd's Nets lost against the Spurs, and I think the Nets. Did they lose against the Lakers? Kobe's Lakers? Yes, he was Marauders. Robert, good night to you. Kidd's got one. I feel like Kidd is 1 and 2 in the finals, but I could be wrong. I feel like no, yeah, I feel like the Nets made it twice. That's not that important. You're kidding me? If Kidd or Nash play for the Spurs, we are probably going to have at least one back-to-back run. That's a big if. They didn't, though. I don't know what's going on in the chat. Raphael can score on somebody. I don't even know who he's talking to. And then we're having like a debate about, I guess, bad defensive point guards winning championships. Not sure what's going on in the chat tonight.
It's the lack of Wemby.
It's the lack of Wemby. We're all bummed out. We need a pick me up.
I haven't even gotten a good shot of what he's wearing tonight. Where's that?
We need something happy. Look at Baby Coyote's little happy feet.
Coyote.
How can you be mad?
He's so cute.
And, you know, he's getting all shy and he's like, oh, everybody's saying I'm cute. What? Now people are dunking on each other in the chat. What are y'all doing in there? Champagne's going to drive. He throws up a layup and it's good. And the San Antonio Spurs just 69 to the Charlotte Hornets, in case you're keeping track. 6-9. All right, back to the game. Hornets ball. Rozier thinks about a three, doesn't shoot it. Gets it back to ball. 7 on the shot clock for the Hornets. 75-69. Ball back out to Brandon Miller. Miller for three, no good. Zach Collins loses the rebound and then gets the rebound. Gets it up to Jeremy Sohan. Sohan's going to bring it up the floor. Throws it hard over to Devasell for three.
Oh, switch.
Yeah, Devasell loves to catch and shoot three. Can we shoot a basketball? I can, Cowboy X Factor. I don't know about Miss TSR. Miss TSR
No.
She doesn't have any ups.
Athletic, but that is not my sport.
She doesn't have any ups.
I have 0 ups.
She has 0 ups. I don't want to be mean. Foul on the Hornets.
In PT.
What's
It's
that?
going to take a while for me to get back to being able to jump at all.
Yeah, but I don't think you had any ups
No,
before you.
I mean, I don't have much ups to speak of, but
Yeah,
certainly more than I have at the moment.
you also have other things working against you.
Yeah, well, it's called gravity.
Gravity's working against her.
No, that's something I actually have to really work at, especially for the Spartan races.
Joshua says, I used to be able to dunk 10 years and 30 pounds ago.
Headshot.
I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to dunking in Joshua just because I'm going to be 47 this year and that window may have closed on me, but that's all right. Barlow's open for three. He's going to take the corner three. Ball for three.
Nice. That was a pretty shot.
Mr. J's Pokemon World.
Making it rain. Joshua, you crack me up.
I'm glad Dominic Barlow's getting some minutes. He's been playing fairly well. Nice drive by Miles Bridges in the paint. Gets the bucket and one. Here's the bad news for Dominic Barlow. When Wemby's back, that means Wemby Collins is a rotation at center, which means Barlow's not going to get any minutes. I could do a layup.
I prefer to be on the bench on the coaching staff. I think that's where I would be the most help.
Spurs, I have no idea when this darn minutes restriction is going to be lifted. I thought it would have been lifted by now.
Was it supposed to be lifted like last Friday night?
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like we had that conversation last weekend.
Collins going to take a quick three. Nope. Nope. Hornets ball. BS Barlow takes over for Collins. Do you think Zach Collins going to get traded before the trade deadline? Which is what, like February 8th, so like 3 weeks away? I like Zach. If I'm being honest, I wouldn't be upset if he got traded.
But what's his value?
Second round pick, maybe. And we have a million. We've got a million second round picks.
There's so many.
Turnover by the Hornets. Spurs ball. The Celtics are going to pull up from the free throw line. Good.
Nice.
No dumb team will take Collins. Like, Zach can't be traded this year? Really, 9-0?
Oh, I remember that coming up in a chat before. There's something in his contract.
I didn't know that.
He can't be.
I didn't know that. Well, that's a bummer. Guess he's here for the rest of the year. That run on the paint is good by Nick Smith Jr., 82-77.
Cowboy X Factor. I watch a disgusting amount of basketball, and that was before I met Rich. So
Yeah.
I think the coaching would be where I would be best.
Yeah, she really loves balls. I mean, basketball.
Oh,
Fast break and a layup by Cody Martin. A right physique, and now a miss by the Spurs. It may have been a turnover. Either way, it's a fast break for the Hornets. Smith Jr. for three, no good. Yo, you, good evening to you. Oh, it's when he signed. All right, Night Owl. All right, that's who something when he signed.
Oh, okay.
I keep forgetting that. There's so many little ins and outs of NBA contracts, and guess who missed in the paint? Jeremy Sohan. Spurs get the ball back, and now it's going to go out of bounds.
I feel like Sohan has spent a lot of time in this game on the floor.
Yeah, well,
Playing, not playing.
every night one Spurs got to be on the floor a lot. The last game was Kelvin Johnson. Tonight it's Jeremy Sohan. Did we at least get to 100 thumbs up yet? I have not looked at that at all. We're only at 90 thumbs up, my friends. I would hate to see us have a stream at least not get to 100 thumbs up. I need some people to smash the thumbs up. Now, I know it's going to be a small crowd tonight. No Wemby. It's a Friday night. But those of you that are in here, if you could hit the thumbs up, especially for that Jeremy Sohan 3, because Jeremy Sohan 3. I don't know how he got a good contract, Cap 210. He did get a very good contract. You just said Jeremy has 11, 4, and 6 tonight, so that sounds relatively good. It is Hornets ball now. Turnover. Spurs on the run. They got a 3-on-2. They get it to Kelly. Kelly's going to throw it down hard.
That was a nice play.
Dunk of
That was
justice.
some good teamwork right there.
Timeout Hornets. 2-point game. I'd love to see the Spurs win without Wemby tonight. The Spurs have not won without Wemby.
It would be nice to see them win.
Night out. That's actually not a bad idea.
It's close.
Look how much better While Collins is out. 3 Beards dropped the $5 super chat. Thank you, my man. Appreciate it. Appreciate the support. And then we have to listen to what song was something with death to die to do?
I got it. Don't worry.
You got it. Okay. Right? Sohan can hit threes and hit his free throws this year, but he can't make a damn layup. What in the world is going on with Jeremy Sohan? Jeremy Sohan feels like this when he's in the paint. And then he misses a layup, and then this happens. It's just sad, sad thing. Jolie Chung, good morning to you. 8:30 where I am, which means it must be like, what, 7:30 or 8:30 in the morning where you are? I think you just said 11-hour difference or 12-hour difference on the other side of the ocean.
That's rough.
It's what's rough.
That's a big time difference to try to watch games.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but you know what? Morning, I mean, actually, if I was in his time zone,
Yeah.
like I go to work for 7 o'clock, and if the games are coming on, like when I was going to work, and I could just like work while having the game on in the background. Dragon, good evening to you. Got to give credit to Sohan. All the backlash she was getting earlier has been playing way better. Yeah, 9:35. Oh, you're 13 hours ahead. Wow. Okay. Dan, not that I'm aware of. Did he come out of the game for an injury? Now, I watched the games with the sound relatively off. I can hear a little bit, but I didn't hear anything about LaMelo Ball being hurt. I know he's on a minutes restriction. He's up to about 29 minutes per game coming back from the injury, but I haven't heard anything about him going out of the lineup tonight because of an injury. I hope he's not injured. Thank you.
I just looked. In April, I'll be 5 hours ahead.
What?
In April, I'll be 5 hours.
Oh, yeah, we knew that.
I wasn't sure if it was 5 or 6.
I need to score 8 more points for my bet. Oh,
Ah.
I should have known. It's all good, Dan. When somebody comes in or just say, like, does so-and-so at least have 20 points? Do they have 20 points? Do they have 20 points? I'm like, all right, either you bet on the game or you have a fantasy league. But usually people will bet on the game. It's all good, man. All good. TGIF. I'm looking forward to having the next 2 days off, personally.
Oh, so.
Not looking forward to the Spurs back-to-back. Not that I don't enjoy watching the team or hanging out with you guys. I just don't like back-to-backs. For obvious reasons. By the way, LaMelo Ball's back in the game, so he's okay, Dan. Ball's back in. That sentence didn't sound right.
Mm-mm.
No, did not come out the way, not at all the way I wanted it to.
Did you?
Yep, sure didn't. Ball's going to take a 3. That ball's good. I mean, a 3 is good. Man, I got balls on my mind. What? At least they're not hot. Jeremy with Bart now for the Spurs. And he turns the ball over. Passed it right to Cody Martin. He's not on your team. And a fast break reverse dunk by Miles Bridges. What was that? 89-82.
Oi.
Zach is back? No. Zach's not back in. Lineups are right there. Or maybe Sohan with another turnover.
He's had a lot.
That's 2 in a row. That 3 is no good. Rebound by the Hornets. 12 on the shot clock. Ball into the paint. Throws it up and in. There's another 2 points for LaMelo Ball for you. Man B, good evening to you. Sohan with the slop. Jeremy's inconsistent, like the whole team.
There really isn't anybody
And Kellen's going to get fouled by Miles Bridges.
That's really consistent.
No. We get within 2 and then poop. Exactly. We get close and then the wheels fall off. Constant as the Northern Star. We do that all the time. At least we're consistent, I guess.
Consistently inconsistent?
Man B, no Wemby. He's off tonight. Kellen Johnson rubbing his Johnson right there. I don't know if he heard it. Got hit in the ball. A lot of ball tonight. LaMelo ball. Wemby's not coming. He's in street clothes. Pretty sure he can't come into the game. Blake Wesley's checked back in. Shot clock at 5. Wesley into the paint. Throws it up and in at 1.
Nice. There you go.
And now you're going to see his free throw shooting on display. Slug McDormand is in. We're saved.
Nada. No, I want to see.
Collins is coming back in now, Jordan. You might be a little ahead, depending what scoreboard you're looking at. Sohan doing reverse psychology on Pop. If he's bad at ball handling, then they won't make him. That's fair. Blake Wesley at the line. Oh, boy. Oh, he made it.
Joshua.
What the? Joshua, I'm not reading that.
You don't remember that song from when you were little?
No.
Your ears hang low?
No.
I'm not singing it.
Does it actually? That's a song.
It's a kid's song.
About your boys hanging low?
No, it's your ears.
Do your ears hang low?
Do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? Can you throw them over your shoulder like a continental soldier? Do
Wow.
your ears hang low?
I don't know that one. I remember Susie had a steamboat.
I don't know that one.
What? And the steamboat had a bell?
No, I don't know that one.
Miss Susie went to heaven, and the steamboat went to hello, operator.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Now you know it. Ball for 3. Yeah, maybe Phil. That'll work out good.
That's a legit theory, Phil.
Osmond in the paint, throws it to Levin, and gets rejected by Mensah. Hornets ball up by 9. Spurs having a little bit of those third quarter woes that they've been having all year at this moment. Pull up J by Smith Jr., no good. Barlow with the rebound. Joshua said it was always ball zone instead of ears. Keldon's is going to pull up for 3. Nope. Spurs are trying to 2 for 1. Barlow with the offensive board. Back out to Keldon Johnson. No, Wemby does not get to play back-to-back Dragon, but he did choose to play against his former teammate tomorrow night. Keldon's going to force a shot in the paint. No good. Jedi, good evening to you.
We definitely used to sing that song at summer camp, and it was your ears.
Craig, I don't know that one. I really don't. I remember the Miss Susie song, though, pretty well. Ball for 3. This is the third buzzer beater by the Hornets tonight on us.
I don't understand.
How does this keep happening?
I don't know.
Every game.
Oh.
Every game we're getting buzzer beatered at the end of the...
And to make it double digits is even worse.
Yeah, now we're down by 12. We were just down by 2 not too long ago.
I don't... What is the probability of there being 3 buzzer beaters in one game?
Well, they might as well do it in the fourth quarter to us too then. I can't imagine there's too many games where every shot at the end of a quarter
Goes in.
by the same team goes in. That's been the Hornets tonight.
Yeah, it has.
He who writes upon these walls rolls poop in little ball. He who reads these words of wit eats those little balls of poop again. I don't know what that is at all.
That's a good question. Has any team ever hit all 4 buzzer shots before?
Oh gosh, I remember something else that I remembered as a kid. Do you remember that you would say like Fat Lady did too?
No.
You never heard those?
No.
So you have to say Fat Lady did too after everything I say.
No, I think we're good.
I went to the store. I walked in. I bought a balloon. I blew it up. It popped. That was the end of it.
Yeah.
You remember iCup?
Nope.
Spell iCup.
I feel like we had very different childhoods.
Spell iCup.
I don't trust you right now.
Go do it. It's nothing bad.
No, actually, I just did it in my head, so no thank you.
Yeah, we are 7 years old
I
tonight.
feel like we had very different childhoods.
I guess so. Man, just put it in there. I see you, P. Yes, amazing defense. Has any team honestly, I don't know. You gotta think no team's ever hit 4 buzzer beaters in a game. That and even 3 is really ridiculous right now.
Yeah.
Jose, you lost already. Why'd you lose? Hornets scored over 30 in all 3 quarters. 34, 32, 31. The defense is getting better each quarter. 34, 32, 31. That means the Hornets might not score 30 and only score 29 in the fourth. And I grew up in the ghetto. In the ghetto.
I definitely grew up in suburbia.
No, I grew up in the poor assisted living. It lived in the ghetto. 97, and not anything wrong with that. 97, 85 turned out okay. Mostly, not really at all.
You turned out great.
Zach Collins just hit a 3. We got a chance. If Landon is playing, Landon who? Matthew, I don't know Landon. Is that a Hornets player? I don't know any Landons on the Spurs. Do you mean LaMelo? Did you get maybe spell checked? Because LaMelo Ball's in there and he just missed a runner. And he just stole the ball.
Oh my god, that was...
And he just lost the ball out of bounds. We got lucky.
Yeah, that was definitely not skill. That was luck.
Oh, jeez. Nasty. You see what he put?
Yeah.
Nice. I got my street cred from Sesame. Michael Landon, that's actually what I was thinking of, Greg. Highway to Heaven, Little House on the Prairie, Bonanza. Dun, 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 dun. Spurs ball. Keldon out on 3-point land, 10 on the shot clock. Under 11 minutes to go in the game, Keldon's going to force his way into the paint and gets a tough layup. I got my street cred from the mean streets of West Side, Massachusetts. Ball's just going to launch a long 3. No good. Did he just get fouled? Offensive foul on the Hornets. Rest in peace, Michael Landon. He's been gone a long time.
Really bad.
Did he die in like the 90s? I think it is the 90s. It's been a long, long time since Michael Landon's been with us. I don't know, Josh. That's a good question. Sketchy, there's 10 minutes, 10 and a half minutes left.
1991.
I know it's been how long. And Trey Jones was just fouled. Comeback starts now. Sounds good, Dylan. West Philadelphia, born and raised on the Penguins, where I spent most of my days. That was a great show.
That was a great show.
There's 11 left in the game, Sketching. If you look up over my head, the game clock is up there, and then the quarter is right under it. Jose, who am I going for? I'm going to let you figure that out.
Well, if he's listening but not watching.
That's true. I'm a Spurs fan. But if you look at the screen even briefly, you'll see this house is filthy with Spurs. This stream is filthy with Spurs stuff in the background. Osman does look slow out there. Brandon Miller running the paint good. There's some things I like about Chady's game, others I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I could say that about a lot of guys on our team right now.
Mm-hmm.
Trey Jones out in 3-point lane. We get Zach Collins 14 on the shot clock. Zach will drop it off to Doug McDermott. Back to Zach Collins. They're going to go around the world and fight Trey Jones open for 3. Trey hits a 3. Boy, he's inconsistent.
Josh, you don't think that Elvis is in the zeitgeist enough that even kids now know who he is?
They might not know who Elvis is.
Oh, that's heartbreaking to me.
They don't teach history anymore. If they don't teach history, like American history, they're sure is not going to teach them who Elvis is. Spurs ball after the Hornets miss. Osman's going to launch it in. It's good. Was that a 3?
I just feel like from TV and movies alone, you oughta...
Cass doesn't know who Michael Landon is. And a lot of them, I mean,
There's no hotel for that.
a lot of them were not alive when Michael Landon was around.
This
He's
is
been
true.
gone for over
This is
30
very
years.
True.
That's right, 1 point game. Now, I know Genie in the Bottle is a song by Christina Aguilera. You say I know that. I couldn't sing the song to you.
I could. I won't.
They had a thing during the game, and the Hornets players didn't know who Elvis was.
Oh, that makes me so sad.
Tika, good evening to you. I think O'Sullivan will play. Well, we have to look, there's multiple things. There's also, your age.
Right.
And if you're asking somebody that grows up, if you're asking a group of black players that are all in their 20s and their parents don't listen to Elvis, they probably have friends that listen to Elvis. They're not going to know that it's. I mean, I only know who Elvis is because I may have heard of him, but I know songs by him because my mom listened to it. I know Engelbert Humperdinck songs not because I want to, because my mom listened to it. You're going to listen to what your family listened to.
Yeah, but I feel like, just in TV and movies alone.
But he's been dead for as long as we've been.
Impersonators on
But he's been dead for as long as we've been alive. So if you grew up on your phone, you grew up on YouTube, you grew up on anything that Elvis was involved.
You're not wrong, but it doesn't mean that I'm not sad.
Yeah, but it depends on your age, your culture, where you lived, what you grew up on. They all pick some guy named Future as their favorite artist. See, I've never heard of Future.
Oh, see, I know Future.
I don't know what Future is. So there you go. I'm a metalhead guy. I don't know what you say. When you say, tell me about the future, or tell me about what do you think about Future? I'll be like tomorrow or next month. What Future are you talking about?
I mean, I wouldn't expect any of them to have Elvis be their favorite, but I would have thought they would have heard of him.
No. I think it's going to transition from legend to legend. Like, I think a lot of today's youth will know who Michael Jackson is,
but
maybe not know who Elvis is. I get it.
I think there's a sizable number of kids now who won't know who Michael Jackson is.
I mean, he's been dead for a long time, right?
He's been dead for a long time, and a lot of people don't talk about him because of the controversy.
I mean, if you ask me to name the top, a lot of the top artists today, I've heard of them, but I couldn't tell you. Like Drake.
Don't you be knocking on Elvis.
Somebody, I think I saw somewhere like Drake is like the top selling artist of all time.
Of all time, that
I can't tell you three, but I can't tell you one of his songs. I have heard of him. I don't know one song by the dude. Future trash. He's a not. I've heard of mumble rap. I've never actually actively sought it. Elvis was the king, damn it. Well, actually, Dragon, that's true. Bruce Lee died in 73, and a lot of people know who Bruce Lee is. I mean, I was born in 77, and I immediately knew Bruce Lee was in the 80s, and people today still talk about him like.
And that Elvis movie was really good. I saw it when it came out. It's really, really well done.
David, I think DeJounte Murray would do better because he would have Wemby on the team. We're going to have a foul on the Spurs. I know Ding Dong's from Drake.
Oh, 6 more likes to get to 100.
That was good. Did you get Joshua's? I thought that was cute. I thought that was good because actually I like chocolate. I do know a Three Beards song. That's right. Romnick, thank you for stopping in. And that's a turnover for the Hornets. Spurs on the run. They actually take the lead. Kelvin drives in the paint. Let's no good. Oh, he got fouled. Nothing wrong, Bradfield.
It's your boy Rico. Eminem is pretty great.
I don't want to give an impression that certain people can't like a certain artist because of where they grew up. I mean, I grew up in the 80s, actually, with a lot of rap. And I didn't know anybody that listened to rap. It just depends. I bought a cassette called Power Rap and discovered Run DMC and the Super Bowl Shuffle.
Well, but we grew up at the same time. You grew up listening to metal, and I listened.
I didn't grow up listening to metal.
When did you start listening to metal?
I grew up listening to Madonna. We have a timeout, and they're going to do a replay. Grew up listening to Madonna, Bruce Springsteen, and Michael Jackson. And then as the 80s started slowly progressing, I started getting into glam metal, which was Twisted Sister, Motley Crue, Warrant, all that, the Def Leppard. And then I discovered Metallica in 1989, 88, 89. And then that's my music made a hard shift.
Right. So at the point that you were making that shift, I was listening to like pop, R&B, and rap. So I was the kid who was actually listening to the rap stuff when you were listening to.
Oh, so were you listening to like Slick Rick and Dougie Fresh? I don't believe. What's their big hit?
It takes two.
Oh, come on.
What?
Lottie Dottie.
Yeah.
Slick Rick and Dice Brett Houdini. You didn't know the Super Bowl shuffle.
I didn't know the Super Bowl shuffle, but you know that I could care less about anything that has to do with football.
That's true. Favorite Metallica song? Fade to Black, Unforgiven. It's kind of a mix. Their ballads are actually. I always like their ballads. Disposable Heroes, if we're going non-ballad like thrash song. Of recent stuff, Spit Out the Bone, I thought was terrific off of Hardwired to Self-Destruct. And then their last album, was it 72 Seasons, 42? I don't remember the name of the album. It's a terrible album title and cover. The artwork is terrible. Too Far Gone is my favorite song off that one. I have a lot of favorite. I can't put it just on one. I was listening to 2 Live Crew Caps 210.
So I had to smuggle. I remember smuggling that into the house and like having to listen to it like under the covers.
2 Live Crew
wouldn't catch me. Yeah.
My mom didn't care.
Yeah. I remember like under the covers. Oh yeah.
Since we're still on a timeout, top 3 guitarists, personal Ernesto, not ranking them in. My personal faves are Randy Rhoads, who's been gone a long time. Eddie Van Halen, just because, and then it's tough after that one. I'm just gonna say, because of my own personal influence musically, I'll say James Hetfield. I think he's quite underrated as a guitarist, but he's probably one of the greatest metal guitarists of all time. And he does all the rhythm tracks on Metallica. So, I mean, and the fact that he can play that type of speed and that technicality and sing at the same time.
Whatever the call was, it's going to stand.
The call's going to stand. I think it was a foul on the Hornets.
Meanwhile, Vicente, welcome from Medellin.
Run DMC was my jam back in the 80s, though. And I like
Nice call.
And the Fat Boys.
Nice call.
I was listening to it, too. I just didn't stay with it as long as you did.
No.
Well, actually, no, that's not true. Because I got into Dre and Snoop, and then I checked out shortly after. I was big into the Chronic and Doggy Style. I love the Chronic album. That might be my favorite rap album of all time.
I mean,
That's a great album. Kelly makes a free throw. Can the Spurs take the lead? The Spurs have the lead.
That's the first time all game.
I think it is. My last rap album I bought, though, was And Then There Was X by DMX, and that's 1998, so I haven't bought rap in a long time. PJ Washington Paint dunks it and one. Wow, that's an empathetic way to take the lead back. I only know 1 Tupac song, Cap 210. The collaboration with Dre, California. I'm trying to remember. It's California 11, okay. We're getting a little silly tonight, talking old school stuff. All good. 101, 100.
That's what a Friday night's for.
That's true.
Oh, that hurt me. I didn't like watching him make that one.
I did like MC Hammer, too, when he came out.
I mean...
Okay.
Although I never had the pants.
No.
That was a hard no in my house.
Barlow into the paint, gets the jumper and one. Did you ever own a piece of cardboard?
A piece of cardboard?
For breakdancing on?
No.
I got you there.
I did not.
And I did have little parachute pants in the mid-'80s. I got her there.
But I have 10 years of actual dance training. So.
Yeah, but you weren't breakdancing.
No.
You weren't electric boogalooing with me.
No.
That's right. I even did that. Breaking 2 electric boogaloo. Thank you very much. Yeah, I just think I just took the cake.
No, the risk of injury there would have been far too high.
Barlow hits the free throw, 103, 102. This actually turned out to be a really good game, and we would be winning this with Wemby.
It would be amazing to win this. I'd really like to see the W.
Yeah, get a win tomorrow night. Martin for 3. Dang it.
Oh.
Every time we take the lead, they come right back and punch us in the face. 105, 103.
Joshua, you're still fresh.
Dominic Barlow with the ball. He turned it over. Just passed it right to LaMelo Ball. Ball is not on your team, buddy. Martin thought about another three. He's going to drive in the paint instead. And he turned the ball over. Thank you. Spurs ball. Under 8 minutes to go. 2-point game. Kelman way out in three-point land. Gets it to Dougie for three. Dougie with that quick trigger. Couldn't make the three, though. The tall French guy is not playing. Life of Trey? I mean...
I remember New Edition.
I do, too. Damn. Ball for three. Does he have like 30 points? I feel like he's having a big game. Barlow, 12 points, 16 minutes. Now, they had Dominic Barlow and LaMelo Ball, which is just, I mean, that's a mismatch. My favorite boxer. I don't like boxing, it's your boy Rico, but I mean, if I think of the guys I watched in the 80s and 90s, it's a short list. It's going to be Mike Tyson. I don't like what he did, but he was phenomenal until he lost to Buster Douglas.
Yeah.
Vander Holyfield was fun to watch in the 90s.
Oh, he was.
Sugar Ray Leonard back in the day. I really didn't watch much else. George Foreman with the comeback, I remember that. But I've just never been a big boxing fan. I guess you could say Butterbean for being goofy. How many we don't Wemby? What, Zach? I'm not sure what you mean. I don't think that came out right. Bude, actually, with this stream, I have the Hornets commentary, so I don't know who's commentating for the Spurs tonight. Why not, Jack? Good evening. It's not over yet. It's fourth quarter. What you talking about, Willis? Different strokes? Heck yeah. You're talking about something different, but when I hear what you're talking about, Willis, I'm thinking of Gary Coleman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oscar De La Hoya. I think boxing was better in the 80s and 90s.
I think so.
It is Spurs ball down by 5. Jones going to force his way into the paint, and the layup is going to roll off the rim. Ball will get knocked out of bounds. And it's Spurs ball.
The entire Spurs bench just stood up like, what the?
And we have another timeout. That is... Oh, was that hit by Barlow? I need to see that again from a different angle. That might be out on the Spurs. Barlow backhanded out of bounds. And Joshua just said that. Yeah, Wemby's not playing. Wemby's still on a minutes restriction and back-to-back restriction. It's driving Spurs fans crazy. Oh, I meant to say, how many tweets would say we don't need Wemby to win? Well, the Spurs are winless without Wemby. And if they lose tonight, they'll be 0-6 without him. So there should be no tweets of that. Floyd Mayweather is not not the biggest Floyd Mayweather fan, it's your boy Rico. I've only seen one fight with him, and that was against Conor McGregor because I was interested in the hoopla. Me, Graham, Will, Dean, and Dan. 5 of us got the pay-per-view and each put in $20 because it was $100 that night. Mm-hmm. And we had a good time. And Conor lasted much longer than he should have. That being said, Francis Ngannou went the distance with Tyson Fury and kind of made boxing look like a joke. With all due respect to boxing fans, a UFC fighter who has never had a boxing match in his life. Granted, he hits hard as you know what, but has never had a boxing match and then fights what's supposed to be the best heavyweight in the game right now and takes him the distance and actually knocked him down. And some people said he won the fight, as in Francis Ngannou. That's not a good look for your sport at all.
Hey, Carlos.
¿Cómo está mi hombre? Thank you for stopping in. He's got the... Marauders, you made me happy with that one. Oh, that brings back memories. I didn't know if somebody could beat you. Yeah? Who dat? Bruce Leroy. Bruce Leroy? Bruce Leroy? You don't know do you know the movie I'm talking about? You are not a child of the 80s. I'm just kidding. It's from a movie called The Last Dragon. It's a martial arts movie. And it was ridiculous and totally 80s. Zach, I don't know. It has been a month. It has. The worst, the referees are still watching this replay, so it seems obvious it's out on Barlow. So we're just going to chat about whatever. Who you got this weekend at 297? Rich Strickland or Duplessis? You know, Duplessis, I kind of like him in a way. I don't know, but I feel like Strickland, just after we did to Izzy, Strickland probably. Can I check Osmond's points? Is he on the floor? Can't see Osmond's points.
Ball on the floor is going to stand.
Wait, is it Spurs ball? Oh no, it's Hornets ball, it sounds like. Serge, good evening to you.
Yeah, it's Hornets ball.
Pay-per-views are way too expensive these days. Who's the master? Exactly, Fred. Who's the master? I am. You got the glow. Whoa, you got the glow. Now Joshua's singing it. When you got the glow, the glow, the glow. You need the glow, the glow, the glow. That's right. Those that know. There's very few of us, apparently. 108, 103. It is Hornets ball.
7 minutes left. There's plenty of time to get back in the lead, though.
It definitely is. 6 on the shot clock for Charlotte. Martin's going to drive in the paint. Pump fakes, gets in, kicks it out. 3 for Washington is no good. Spurs ball. Vassell's going to launch a catch and shoot 3. No good. Washington with the rebound. Last year, Vassell was top 15 in catch and shoot threes, field goal percentage-wise. I don't know where he stands this year. Vamos, Espuelas, vamos. If I'm saying that wrong, my apologies. Terry Rozier out on three-point layup. 4 on the shot clock for Charlotte. He's going to launch set 3 over Trey Jones.
Oh.
Ouch, that hurt. I look young. Yeah, don't I look younger, Carlos, with the beard gone? Don McDermott's going to drive in the paint, throws up the layup, no good. Come on, guys. Cameron Lewis, good evening to you.
I agree you look younger, but that doesn't...
Trey Jones playing some pesky defense. Couldn't cause a turnover, just harassing Terry Rozier. Instead, Rozier's going to throw up an alley-oop.
Wow.
Thor's going to throw it down. That's a thunder dunk of justice when Thor's doing it. Ronald, good evening to you. Right, Rich, extra happy today. Miss TSR in the building. Sorry I joined late. Struggled to wake up early for this one. Oh, Ronald, what country are you in then?
Yeah.
Sounds like you're on the other side of the ocean.
At least.
If he's waking up, yeah. Spurs are down by 9. Sohan's going to they're going to have a shot clock violation. We don't watch it. Jones going to...
Oh, there we go. 2 points.
Nice shot by Trey Jones getting in the paint. Look around. Rico. Suave. Oh, Hornets. Oh, it was a 2. It was a 2. Whoops. 112-105. 7-point game. Thank you, Militano. Oh, sorry. Thank you, Dragon. Thank you, everybody. I love all of you. We're hanging out tonight. Rozier for 3 again. No good. Sohan with the rebound. Nicoy, they're struggling. 5 minutes remaining. We need some offense. We need some energy. Vassell's going to drive and almost throws it out of bounds. Nice save by Jones. Jones for 3. Trey.
Nice.
Boy, he's an inconsistent 3-point shooter.
You know, and it's funny because you said he was being pesky, and he looks to me like a gnat, kind of just like constantly.
Well, he's about the height of one. Sorry, Trey, we love you.
Listen, he's
Hornets ball, 5 on the shot clock. PJ Washington to drive in the paint. Misses the layup.
very clearly been working on that 3 since
4-point
that other
game.
game.
The 4-point game. Yes, he has been working on his 3 since he missed that game tire against the Bucks.
Yeah, he has been definitely.
Trey's teardrop is
There you
good.
go. That boy.
2-point game.
Get it.
Someone said the Hornets have a uterus at half court. What? I'd say that. What can I tell about this game? The Spurs are fighting tonight. I mean, there's at least that. You call him Dr. Jones. With a name like Trey, he should be a good 3-point shooter, but he's not.
Listen, he's working on it. He's working on it.
Why does Trey Jones look better than Vassell? You think he looks better tonight? I don't know. Who's having a bigger game? Let me check. Jones right now with 16 on 6 of 9 shooting. Vassell with 14 on 5 of 11 shooting. So yeah, I mean, Trey Jones has been a bit more efficient from the field. Vassell's contributed in other places. He has 5 rebounds and 6 assists, whereas Jones has 2 rebounds and 4 assists. And you got to think LaMelo Ball's checking in the game, and the Spurs are having a good fourth quarter. They're outscoring the Hornets 25-15. This is a winnable game. It's a very winnable game. I know some Spurs fans are on the team tank thing. But seriously, I was talking about it earlier. I'd love the Spurs to finish as the 3rd worst team in the league if we're going to finish near the bottom, because finishing 3rd got us Tim Duncan and Victor Wembanyama. And maybe lightning strikes for a 3rd time, the Spurs finish 3rd and get the 1st overall pick again, which, boy, would people hate our Spurs. Oh, yeah. Oh my God, would they hate us. We got back-to-back first-round picks. Wembanyama is currently approved by the team medical staff from playing in back-to-back games and limited. Yes, he is, Zach. Still hasn't gone away. Driving me crazy. Hornets ball. Yeah. Bridges with the ball right now for the Hornets. 8 on the shot clock. Back to LaMelo Ball, who is checked in. No surprise. The Spurs have had no answer for him tonight. Ball's going to get over to Rozier. 2 on the shot clock. Rozier's going to take a step back 3. Shot clock expiring. Missed the shot. Keldon with the rebound. This game is interesting. Trey Jones, runner in the paint, is no good. We're going to have a whistle, and it's going to go against San Antonio. Offensive foul. Weather sucks up here, Carlos. It's cold. We didn't really get much snow.
I will bite your tongue.
If Spurs win, I will subscribe to your channel. Oh. So if they lose, you won't? This is a great Spurs community that we stream almost every game. We've only missed 2 games. We'll probably only miss 1 more for the rest of the season. Do Spurs videos throughout the week. We have a wonderful fan base. We don't always agree, but sometimes it's good to agree to disagree, because in the end, we all want the team to get better. And they haven't been better for a while. Dang it! Brandon Miller and your stupid 3-ball. Corner 3 for Brandon Miller. Miller's having a fantastic game tonight against the Spurs.
Yeah, he is.
He's got 22 points. 5-point game. 3 minutes to go. Devin Vassell with the ball for San Antonio. Over to Sohan. 8 on the shot clock. Back to Vassell. Into Collins in the post. Zach's going to muscle his way in and gets it off the glass.
Manages to get it in.
Thank you for subscribing, Jose. I appreciate it. If you are a Spurs fan and you haven't subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? We have a ton of Spurs content on the channel, a wonderful Spurs community, and dare I say, the best Spurs community on YouTube. I won't say the best Spurs channel because I'm not like that, but I think our subscribers and viewers are awesome. You guys are very passionate about the team, and we've been here for 5 years, only during losing seasons.
Oh, they just keep sinking 3.
PJ Washington for 3, but we're still here because we love our Spurs. 118-112, back-to-back threes by the Hornets, absolutely killing us right now.
Oh.
Vassell's going to get into the paint, kick it out to Sohan. Sohan thinks about the 3, pulls it down, back over to Keldon for a 3.
Nice. All right.
This game is
fired up on the sideline.
118-115. Under 2 minutes to go. Coming down to the wire.
Carlos, with the back-to-back, he chose to play tomorrow instead because it's he'll be playing against a former teammate.
What's the name?
I can't remember.
Trey Jones gets run over. That's an offensive foul on the Hornets. Turnover on Bridges. It was Bilal Coulibaly, which is not a name I'd expect you to remember.
Nope.
Good evening, Angel. Why Wemby Coco? What? Wemby Grandma is still my favorite one that you did, Carlos.
He talked about Wemby Grandma all the time.
I do like Wemby Grandma. That was a good one. 118-115.
Oh, guys, pull it out.
Minute and a half. You won't be saying that later.
No.
Collins with a little jump hook and a... That ball was on the rim. It was...
Not sure where it was going.
No, it was not. Masagua. Good point, Random.
Sorry, Bear. I didn't mean to make you a
Hornets ball. 1-point game. A little over a minute to go.
Come on.
And that's a turnover.
It's a turnover.
Terry Rozier was trying to put the moves on Jeremy Sohan, and he put on a great move. The problem is he lost the ball in the process. 118, 117, 103 to go.
Oh my god, that's the game.
Under a minute to go. Calvin Johnson gets it over to Devin Vassell. Vassell, offensive foul on Zach Collins.
Oh, Hank! Oh,
He was moving.
shit.
You can't move when you're doing a screen.
That hurt my soul.
You can't move. They're going to call that in the NBA all day today. In the 90s, that would have been fine. Not today.
No.
1 point game. Ball getting double teamed. Takes off into the paint. Throws up a difficult layup, and it's going to
Oh!
go in.
No.
Timeout, Spurs.
Nope.
Yep, the ref made that call, Joshua.
Come on. Just wait, Bubba.
Wemby won't have the minutes restrictions lifted until he gets his ankle re-examined. No, I mean, I don't. Look, you have to understand the game today, and it's a very, very, with all due respect, soft game where they call like the NFL. The fouls, the whistles are ticky-tacky. You can't touch anybody, and you have to understand that's the game. And if you're a player, and Zach's been called on moving screens a lot, even if he was barely moving, you know that call's going to go against you because that's how the NBA's called today. You have to adapt to the rules, and those are the rules they are right now. I don't like it. Michael 2109 words. Mitchell, good evening to you. Dominic, we're trying to finish the game. Not this game right here. Not Triple H. That's fair, Serge. Look, we can still get a 3 to tie it. LeBron James would get away with that, Zach. That's actually true. There's plenty of compilations with LeBron, and it's just not just attacking LeBron. NBA superstars get away with a lot.
Yeah.
So let's not just say LBJ. It's the big guys, the big names, the Steph Currys of the world, the superstars, the James Hardens. They get away with murder. We do need a 3. Wemby's not playing. Paid 101. It's Spurs ball. Please do not put anything in the chat regards to the score until you hear me announce it. You might be a little ahead of me if you're watching on cable, so no spoilers, please. I'm going to ignore the chat right now as we get back to the game. I have to, because sometimes people accidentally put stuff in there. I know you don't mean to, but it is Spurs ball at half court. Devin Vassell is going to inbound it for San Antonio. 24 on the shot clock, 26 on the game clock. This is it. Trey Jones with the ball way on three-point land. 3 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Vassell's going to take a 3. It's no good.
Oh.
And now foul finally at Kelman. So close. That dude can't stop drinking tonight.
No, I know.
You got nerves or something?
As soon as the game is over.
That's a good idea. 11 seconds left, and the Spurs are in a lot of trouble here. And man, Vassell missing that 3 felt like this. Oh, I meant the wrong thing. It felt more like this. Yeah. Chuck Norris in the face. Wasted 5 seconds just to have Vassell who's been up all night. Take the last shot out of here.
That's the guy?
That's the guy?
That's the
Spurs playing full court defense, trying to force a turnover. Ball with the ball. Gets it up to Washington. Washington up to Brandon Miller. And finally a foul. It's Charlotte's ball right now, Rays. We're going to have 2 free throws coming up, I believe. Yep, Charlotte's in the bonus. I'd seriously trade Vassell in a deal? Wow. I just got Miss TSR Sports a Vassell jersey.
I like him.
We're 11 of 17 from the line tonight. The Hornets are 10 of 12. Those 6 missed free throws.
That's the game right
Really
there.
coming back to haunt us right now.
Oh.
First free throw is good. I asked for Vassell for redemption. I got Vassell unclutching in. Ouch. One more free throw coming up. If he makes this, it's part of the game anyway. Yeah. Timeout, Pop.
I mean, 5
Wemby's cursing in French in his head. Get her Ginobili jersey. I got Ginobili on the wall. We missed a lot of games because of missed free throws, Phil.
It's true.
So
You know who
close.
can help you with that?
Chip England?
Jordan Hawkins.
Jordan Hawkins is not coming to the Spurs.
Right.
So, it's a heads up. The Spurs are playing again tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll all be live for the game. Wemby will be back tomorrow against the Washington Wizards. He chose to sit tonight's game out. He was given the option by the Spurs sit tonight out or tomorrow night because his former teammate Bilal Coulibaly is playing with the Wizards. He wants to play against his old teammate. I respect that. It's a bummer for some of our own viewers and subscribers that commented on the video we did today that they were planning on going to see the game tonight, and they may have still seen it, but they wanted to see Wemby, and now Wemby's not playing, and they're Spurs fans too. These losses do suck, but you know what? We're not getting blown out like we used to.
It's true.
They are getting better. Now, the Hornets are not very good, but the Hornets also been without LaMelo Ball for, most of the year? I don't know his situation. I know he came back. I don't know if he was out at the start of the season. They're obviously much better with him out there. Gordon Hayward's out right now. The Hornets are probably better than their record is. Maybe not significantly, but I think they're probably a little better than their record. Why we even call a timeout? What the heck?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, back to the game. Sullivan's going to get it in. Gets it in Devasel, but Sullivan launches another three, and it's good.
Goes in.
An off-balance three he makes.
That almost hurts worse than if it didn't.
And now another foul by the Spurs with 1.1 on the board. Are you serious? That three he makes.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Joshua just said it too. Vestel, now you make one.
I
A very difficult three.
Yeah, that was off balance.
Off balance.
Filter, no time to set yourself. Like,
And he makes that.
unbelievable.
As I said, unclutch. Well, I see the game's over on ESPN, so with 1 second left, he just missed his free throw and the game's over. Very late for the game winner. Dang.
Oh, that hurt.
Right, Llama?
That one hurt.
That gives you that one little glimpse of hope just for a second. He made them both. That's the game. We can't win. There's 1 second left. Yeah, they're just gonna. That's it. 124 to 120 to any Hornets fans in the chat. Congratulations on the win tonight. Yasirski, we can definitely win tomorrow. Please hit the thumbs up on the way out. It does still help the channel. I'd love to get to 150 thumbs up. I see we got to 125, so please hit the thumbs up on the way out. We're at 139, so 150 is definitely within the realm of possibility. We only need 11 more. It was a good game. The Spurs didn't win it. The Spurs did not win it. They had a good game. And I feel like we can definitely beat the Wizards tomorrow night. I mean, come on. The Wizards are... I could go for some ice cream, by the way. Maybe the game was fake PT2. All right. So, Spurs won the fourth quarter, 35-27. It's that pesky second quarter now that's the bane of our existence. We lost that one.
From the third to the second.
That was the difference in the game. We got outscored by 6 in the second quarter.
Well, that and the free throws.
The free throw shooting definitely hurt us tonight.
Or the 3-point. I mean, you can blame it on any of a number of factors.
Let's get to the final stats for the night. For the Hornets, Washington with 20, Miller with 24, Bridges with 23, Ball with 28. They have 4 starters with 20 or more, and Terry Rozier also had 17. The starting lineup was fantastic for the Hornets. Off the bench, actually, Ball and Rozier each had 8 assists. Off the bench, Thor with 2, Martin with 5, Mensah with 0, Smith Jr. with 5. So not a lot of production out of the Hornets bench. Their starters scored 112 points combined. They had a fine night. They shot 55% from beyond the arc. When a team is shooting that well from beyond the arc, you're not going to win a lot of games, and we didn't win this tonight. And you know what? Here's a weird stat. The Hornets had 25 assists to 17 turnovers. We had 36 assists and only 13 turnovers and lost.
Wow.
That is crazy.
Oh, Carlos.
I see it. Oh, for your ice cream. Thank you, Carlos, for the super chat. Appreciate you, my man. Thank you so much. I really could go for some ice cream. Hey, Jabez, good evening. You're coming in right while we're wrapping things up and ending the stream, but I do want to go over the Spurs stats for the night. Zach Collins with 16. Julian Champagny with 9, one of his better games of the season. Jeremy Sohan with 11. Jeremy Sohan actually had a nice line, 11 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists. He's actually 2 boards and 2 assists short of a triple-double.
Hey, Asia.
Jones with 16. Vassell with 17. Vassell was good from three-point land, 4 from 8, but the 3 they're going to remember is the one he missed near the end of the game. He did have 5 boards, 7 assists, and 2 steals, so overall a good game for Vassell. Off the bench, Barlow continues to shine off the bench, 12 points in 19 minutes. McDermott with 0. He gave us nothing, literally. Osman with 5. Kellen was huge off the bench tonight, 25 points on 9 of 15 shooting in 29 minutes. Nice to see Kellen scoring well again. Brandon was... I forgot Malachi Brandon played. He played 8 minutes, had 1 rebound. He didn't shoot the ball once. He scored 0. Literally offered nothing. Blake Wesley played 15 minutes tonight. He looked good as a backup point guard again. 9 points, 2 assists, no turnovers. Wesley's getting better, guys. He's getting better. Can't hit the 3, and he really sucks from the free throw line, but he's slowly getting better in other areas of the game. I'm not going to sit here and say he's a point guard of the future, but he is getting better. And that's what you want from our guys. You want to see them continue to improve, and he's improving. The offense foul, yeah, the moving screen by Zach Collins was a killer. It really was. And no, we can't afford to sit Wemby out. We are 0-6 without Wemby. He is playing tomorrow night. So, hopefully we can get a win tomorrow night. So that's all I got, my friends. Thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate you. Hopefully you have a wonderful Friday night. I'll see you tomorrow night for the Spurs and the Wizards. Until then, on behalf of Miss TSR, Grogu, and Baby Coyote, what you gonna do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Go Spurs, go!